a forward! What a drive this has been from the Obsession driver! This requires brass ones. What a move! Stunning!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 6 of Sector 1 Sim Racing's Championship. Tonight we are live from Monza in Italy, and we will be having some truly awesome action as both championships are coming down to the wire. Joining us in the box tonight will be Lucas, the good doctor. How are you tonight, Lucas? Doesn't seem like we got Lucas with us.
I'm good, mate.
Oh, well, here we go.
How you doing?
Yeah, good. Also joining us in the box tonight will be Jimana. How are you, Jimmy?
Hello. I'm hot.
Very hot. You got a hot box tonight?
But other than that, well.
So the both championships
are not the good kind either.
Both championships seem to be on the line tonight. Anything can happen. It's a bit of a far-fetched story, but I mean, anything can happen with GT Sport lately. So Brocky's got a 30-point lead, and it's going to take pretty much a disconnect for him to lose it. And the same with Captainmuffin. He's got a 23-point lead, and he's looking like taking it out. But all in all, we've seen disconnects and they happen, and let's hope not, but they're there. So going ahead, we might take a look at
you never know
what it takes to go purple around the purple sector, what it takes to go purple around Monza. It's a fast flowing technical track, and you get one of the curbs wrong, you get a penalty, or you're shot off into the sand trap. So let's see how we go purple around Monza.
Welcome to round 6 of the purple sector. The next level 458 Competizione and the Aussie Hampton M3 Challenge from Monza. One of the most historic racetracks in the world, an absolute classic. 5.7 kilometers, 11 turns. More history than in the Encyclopedia Britannica set. Absolute classic. I love this place. As we head down now into the red Affilio, we're going to brake at the 150 meter board really hard. Back to first gear, then we're going to tip it in right, then left. Really important to get this spot on, especially on lap 1, otherwise you'll end up in the sand. Then we accelerate hard through Curva Grande. This is flat out through here. Can get yourself in a nice slipstream as well and set yourself up for a passing opportunity at Rogia. Again, really hard braking here as well. Back down to second gear. Left, right. Really use that curve as well. Be quite aggressive with it. Now into the first of the Lesmos. Third gear, really hug that inside apex and then drift it out wide. Use the whole ripple strip. Now into the second Lesmo. Again, third gear. Both are around 130, 140 kilometers an hour. And then we accelerate again very hard down the back straight. Good time to take a breath because we're coming up to the most thrilling part of the track. One of the most famous chicanes in the world, probably the most famous, Ascari. Left, right, left. Really fast as well, 160, 170 kilometers an hour. Don't run it too wide on the exit though, you will risk a penalty. Again, another chance to set yourself up for a good passing opportunity into the famous Parabolica. Back to third gear. Some guys use second as well just to get the nose in. Then you accelerate hard all the way through the exit of the corner. This track is going to provide some amazing racing, and fuel will be the big concern here as you spend a lot of the time at full throttle. And that is how you go purple around the fantastic Monza circuit.
So as you can see there, it doesn't take much to go wrong. Sean done it quite nicely around the track, but it's pretty technical. You run them curves, they can throw the car around. They're high speed. The sand traps are dangerous, and they can certainly wreck one's race. But we are looking at tonight is the last round.
And the penalties are pretty savage around here as well.
Yeah, the penalties they're going to make or break a race, I think, tonight. So what we're going to do is, I've just been disconnected from Jimmy's lobby, so I'll just try and jump back in.
Oh dear.
Not a good start, is it?
That Queensland weather is too hot up there. The internet's failing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a super lag too. I'm talking and then about 15 seconds later you are, so that's hard as well. Alright. So tonight, yes, as we were speaking earlier, we have Brocky on. Well, let's stick to the BMWs because they're going to go first. So we'll jump to the points. How we're looking for points here. We got. I'll give it a couple of seconds just so you boys can jump on at the same time. Captain Muffin's leading the way with 139 points. He's got Nascar following him with on 116. So there's a 23-point difference. What we're looking at is Captainmuffin's pretty much got the championship, but I mean it's going to take a disconnect or pretty much a disconnect to not get it. So your thoughts on that, Jimmy, tonight? How's Captainmuffin looking in the actual practice sessions?
Yeah, he's looking pretty good in the lobby. The Jimmy Superfly is looking pretty quick as well in the Death Grip racing car, and Nascar as usual is up front as well. We got Stickers is up there as well. We've got Dadson's running a special Gillette Man livery as seen on the micro sector tonight, so keep an eye out for that. We'll get there eventually. And we've got Mr. Hollingsworth driving for CJ Esports, driving for the last time with sector one as well, so he'll probably want to make a bit of a statement before he leaves.
Well, we might jump over to the combined points here. We'll just touch off maybe on Mo. Mo's just out of reach of the top three. He's 33 points behind. I think we get 30 for a win and 31 for a pole. So just off the podium there. Jimmy and Nascar are looking like, depending on their finishing order, that they can take the top spot if there's a real bad race from Captainmuffin, or them two are going to have a fight between themselves to take second. As we jump to the team's championship, the combined, it's looking like Lucky's Lawn Care's got the way here. Deeds Racing following in second, and Cornerstone in third, and that bloody ripper of a team in fourth there for Ragged Edge, and Dadson for fifth. So team's championship is going to obviously
no bias here at all.
Obviously, as it's combined, that's the Ferrari as well, so that'll come into account after the Ferrari race and the potential penalties that may get applied.
All right, shall we let them have at it?
Yeah, we've got some. Before we go racing, we might just try and clear up some commentary here. Apparently, we've got some issues.
Yeah. Who have we got? We got the Bad Dog reckons Mo's going to win it all tonight.
Jimmy, I've been disconnected again.
TJ says Muffin's house has been having some funny. Yeah, I know, mate. We've got TJ saying Muffin's house has had some funny power outages lately.
Must be living near Troy.
It must be. Karen said if Muffin turns up, he wins, so they're already celebrating. He's got to finish.
He's got to finish the race to be able to win it. You can't win if you don't start.
That's right. Who else we got here? Diogo's fan club's in the house. Hello, Will. Gaz Bowles is in the house.
I'm not sure what end of the room here that's causing the problem, if it's me or Jimmy. Because Jimmy's kind of breaking up to me in my ear, so... But we will try and proceed, as we do. Seems like no one wants to give us a fair run these days in the streaming world of things.
Well, we're living in the wrong country for that, unfortunately.
Yeah, 100%. And a little bit of housekeeping today before we start qualifying as well. Mr. Hollingsworth is going to have a 2 grid spot penalty because his useless team owner didn't register him in time.
It says his useless team owner.
It says it's written and spoken by his useless team owner, so... Wait for Troy to jump back in and then we'll get the show on the road.
Hopefully. So we seem like we've got a bit of a lag going on just between the PlayStations, so that's kind of telling me that's a server issue. Alright. Going back
Awesome.
in now.
Might pay to bump up the master volume just a smidge too, bud. They reckon they can't hear us very well. Make the ears bleed.
Yeah.
Gonna have to figure out that one. Once I get into Jimmy's room, I'll sort it.
It's gonna be a bit of a full-on race in the BMWs this evening, I think.
Yeah, I think some of the guys have got a lot to play for.
I believe some of them are going to head full of steam as well.
Yep.
Especially with a bit of a delay. You're sitting there, you're waiting to go, and you psych yourself up, and then the time comes and passes and goes again. You're sitting there going, hang on, we should have been going by now, what's happening?
Some of the guys are making the most of it. They're getting a few extra laps in, which is good.
Alright. Just coming into the room now, I'm just going to check on the volume level and we'll go from there. Hopefully we don't drop out again. That'll be a bummer.
We'll be right. We'll muddle along. That's how we do it here.
Alright, so we're ready to go when you are, mate.
Alright. I'm just going to jump back into your room and... Take it away, Jimmy. Let's start qualifying and see how we go.
Alright, let's go.
Are you on the Yeti?
Alright, lads, I'll
Jimmy?
leave you to it. Have fun.
Yes, mate.
Alright, get nice and close in case it's the problem because I've got everything maxed out.
Alright.
Alright, qualifying is underway. Here we go. Oh, we don't want that one. We got up front, we got stickers up front. Stickers in the Bacchus livery, let's take that back. And we have the timer up. Stickers in the Bacchus livery, followed by Mr. Bumcrack. Is it? No, Nascar. Let's get to the first sector. I think it'll start sorting itself out. It's going to be a ripper of a race. This track is one for passing manoeuvres, fast straights that can get the toe to make it happen. I'm pretty keen to see an outcome here for Captainmuffin. He's done pretty good all year. You don't want to see him go bad. Alright, let's...
No, that's right. He's got a special livery on board this weekend as well. The gold on the top of the car.
So let's do a bit of a run through the field. We got stickers in the Bacchus livery. We got Mr. Bumcrack. Sorry, not Mr. Bumcrack. Let's go Ghost. Ghost going for for a pretty good run tonight. He's hoping for in the Auto 1 livery, followed by Captainmuffin in the switch, the Deeds entry. In the Gamesman livery, jimmysuperfly going for Death Grip Racing, the chill out systems and the Revolution race gear. In fifth we've got Datsun Sport and the Gillette Man livery tonight, so hopefully they can give him a couple of tenths.
Yeah.
Mr. Bumcrack down in sixth. Another one of the Auto 1 entries for RER. Nascar in seventh. Nascar hoping he's running second in the championship. He's looking for some serious front running starting of the grid tonight. Streetle Juice for the Obsession. Forgotten Island Breweries and the Cart Magic livery looks pretty good in blue. Hollingsworth, I think he's had a bit of a second-hand season this season. He's on the DS4 still, is that right, Jimmy?
Yeah, he's had to sell up the Fanatec gear, so he's on the. I think he might be on the 29 actually, but we'll. He's not doing very well, but we'll push on.
What have we got here? Grassies. Lucky's lawn care entry in the Toro there. Toro livery. Been dealing with a bit of a injury this season, but he's come out on top and he's looking pretty good still in Group A for the top 10 finish. I think he might even be in the top 5. We'll take that back, we'll say top 10. Sandman. Here's another one, Sandman trying to stay in Group A for season 3. He's done himself well to get up to Group A in the GT track livery. Filthy, another one of the surprises in the Penske Blacklight entry, and also Mo Jalen.
Oh, some pretty quick times coming through first up.
Head out the back. We'll go out the back. VF. VF is going to be running this livery for the last time this season. In the Hibernia and wash livery, FPC is not continuing next season. So let's go up to the front. We got Jimmy Superfly. He's run a 1:47.4. That's a cracker time for the first lap. Captainmuffin slowly makes his way to second with 0.05 of a difference. There's nothing in it. Stickers 0.02 of a second behind. Nascar a little bit further behind there. We got 0.6. Now we're looking with Ghost.
P5.
P5. He's 0.8 behind. He's definitely looking for a good outcome tonight, but I don't think that's the first lap he was chasing. It's not bad still. Streetle Juice in 6th.
Oh, he's gone off again. Oh, and he's hit Datsun as well. This will back them up a little bit down here. Mr. Bumcrack managed to get through.
Datsun down in 8th. Mr. Bumcrack in 9th. So Mr. Bumcrack's got through the both of them. Hopefully they can pull off a good time here. Jimmy out with that 1:47.4. That's a cracker of a first lap though.
Yeah, it's a mega first lap.
Might jump back up the front. There's Jimmy coming up to the start finish line now. Can he improve?
Looks like they're coming in.
It's definitely a short qualifying, 10 minutes. 10? 10? Yeah, 10.
10 minutes, yeah. So we're down to 4 minutes 15 already.
You can already see Captainmuffin has use just a smidgen more fuel. I still can't work out how they do it, but Mo Jalen goes a little quicker.
Well, Nascar was lucky there to get in front before the Muffin Man moved off the pit exit.
We've got Kazi 1, Tyrone, Mr. Perua, Shiza all in chat. Sorry about the connection tonight. There seems to be some bit of a mic issue going on. Nothing gets changed, but we can try and deal with it. We get a little bit closer to the mic and you might be able to hear us a little bit better.
Nascar didn't come in that lap. He's gone around again, which is a surprise.
NASCAR. Well, it seems like NASCAR's he's got the advantage on the fuel save. He needs to get that lap time button to get to the front of the grid for the start.
Who's that? Stickers in third. He's come out. He's got himself a nice gap. There's no one around him. I think Mr. Muffin and Jimmy Superfly are all caught up with each other here as well with NASCAR.
Yeah,
We've got the RER cars running line astern as well.
Don't they look good in the background? So Jimmy coming around at the start line again. This is his opening lap though, so this will be his potential flyout. Followed by Captainmuffin. They both went out at the same time. Captainmuffin still in second. Stickers in third. NASCAR in fourth. NASCAR's in the pits now.
Yeah, pits now. So he's after a clutch lap. Hollywood in last lap.
That's all he's going to get. This is his last opportunity. So we've got Ghost and Bumcrack. Fourth and Bumcrack's a little bit down the order, but they're line astern on the track.
Filthy's P5.
Filthy?
Filthy.
Must be a glitch.
Turn it up, son.
Streetle Juice in seventh. Rusty's in eighth. Dadson in ninth. Mo still backing out the top 10. We'd probably get a little bit quicker from Mo. Bumcrack in 11th, sorry. VF in 12th. We've seen a little bit. Oh, we've got some cones on the track. Someone's gone through the first S's and haven't made it. Sandman down in 13th.
Yeah, that's a big surprise.
Maybe he's hoping for a clutch lap too. And Hollingsworth rounds out the top 14 and back up the front. Jimmy's taken a little bit of a off-road track here. Well, what have we got here? We're getting a little bit of a... Is it Mr. Bumcrack getting a little bit of a tow from Stickers. Can he improve? Time will tell. You got to watch this.
Oh, Muffin Man, that's a big time.
146.9. That's pretty quick. Mr. Bumcrack, where's he moved himself up into fourth? He needed that tow from Stickers. Just ahead of Ghost. NASCAR in sixth. NASCAR needs to pick his game up a little bit. He's got one chance. Let's go down to NASCAR, see where he's at. He's just starting his fast
P6 at the
now.
moment. Yeah.
Keep an eye on this. Let's see what his first sector's like. We want to see him get up. NASCAR's running a new team next season as well.
So Muffin Man's down in the first sector, and Jimmy Superfly's got caught up behind Hollingsworth, so they could be his day done as well for qualifying.
NASCAR's first sector's just up a little bit.
I'll keep an eye on Stickers in third.
Alright, we're just about to come up to the second sector. Let's see where they're at. He's still got Mr. Bumcrack behind him. Probably a little bit far from a tow. With Ghost in tow of most Mr. Bumcrack. Stickers. 800's up. 8,000's up, I should say. Mr. Bumcrack didn't catch his. 146.9 is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, that's a huge time.
Jump in with Captainmuffin. This is going to be his last attempt. He's coming out of the corner in a nice time here. If you hit that curve at the 140, you are bang on. Looks like he's a little bit slow. Gonna make a liar of me.
No, he does.
1.1 better. What Sticker's got?
Sticker's P2.
Jimmy 4th. Miss Nascar goes to 4. Mr. Bumcrack 5th.
So the Ragged Edge boys will be starting off row 3.
We need that. We need these points. Ghost in 6th. Filthy still holding down 7th. Can he improve? He gets taken over by Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth makes his way up to 7th.
Oh, that's a good last lap from Mr. Hollingsworth.
Right. So we do have some grid place penalties tonight. So we are going to... Jimmy has to reset the grid. We'll run a 1 lap dash here and then we'll get it off to a
We'll get this grid set up.
Did you happen to grab your capture there?
I did, mate.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So while this is all happening, we might talk about this next level GT Light Simrig competition that's going on. We haven't got too many videos and we'd like to get a few more, so we're going to run it an extra week. It's going to be the end of next Sunday is going to be the day that we are pulling the pin for the what do you call that, the last day of the competition that you can put an entry in. And we've had some really good ones. Jimmy Superfly's had a pretty good one put in, and it's hard not to watch that one. So we want to see a few more entries. Next level are trying to get on board, and we want them to get on board. So put your entries in if you can. I've got one coming as long as I can get it done in time. I'm not really smart on the computer for the video editing, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, get on board. Spread the word around a little bit, and get the guys to get all your friends and everything to jump in the Discord and upload a video and get involved as well.
Alright, while you're setting the grid, I'm going to reiterate the BMW points here. So Captainmuffin's on 139, Nascar on 116, Jimmy on 112. Mo a little bit out of the race there to try and snatch a podium, unless Jimmy Superfly or Nascar has a bad race. But I think Nascar and Jimmy Superfly are going to be on the they're going to be on the ragged edge, I could almost tell you, to try and get that spot from Captainmuffin. So what it's going to take is, it's going to take a bad race from Captainmuffin. He pretty much has to not finish. It may work into the plus or minus the 75% of the race finished if there was a disconnect. Probably should have done a little bit better figures there, but I think he's pretty right. He just needs to finish the race. It's going to be a race between second and third with Nascar and Jimmy, and both of them are on some really good times. So once you're set and have the grid done, we will go trackside.
It's not letting me change the grid. Ooh. There we go. Okay, so gotta wait for...
Alright, so what have we got in chat? Clint, go Superfly, go. Nice to see you, Clint. Haven't seen you for a while. I know you've probably been on all the streams, but I don't get to watch all of them.
He's been roaming around in the Discord a fair bit lately as well, so it's good to see.
Shizer in the chat. How you going, Shizer? Shizer is our next level representative. We need to show him that we can get some videos in there. So boys, get them in. I'm getting mine in, so get some in. As expected from Karen, as expected Paul, of course.
Yeah. Nothing short there.
I think tonight's going to be Jimmy Superfly is going to be out to impress. He's looked pretty good in the last few rounds, and probably just wants to put it back together, and not back together, but probably wants to put a full race together and come out on top and show that he's got what he's got. But I mean, Captainmuffin and Nascar, they got nothing to. I mean, they got speed. They're going to be hard to beat.
The big thing with Jimmy too is he come out at the end of this season. He'll go in as one of the red hot favourites to the M4 Championship next season as well.
Yeah. And
because with the list being released yesterday, has Captainmuffin and Nascar both going M6 bound. Leaves Jimmy as the top dog.
Yep. Which isn't all too bad. I mean, it is nice to maybe jump up into the GT class, but I mean, you jump up there and then you're really gunning to try and get a spot.
Not that he's going to have it all his own way though. You got Mo, you got Stickers, you got Ghost, you got Dadson. Got a couple of new community guys stepping up. They're going to start in B, but I expect them to be in B&W Group A by round 2. So we say this every season, but I think she's going to be pretty solid over here at Sector 1 for Season 3.
Okay, so your mate Filthy and Mr. Dadson get a bump up with the grid penalty for Hollingsworth. So Filthy will be starting P7 and Dadson will be starting P8.
Excellent.
So we'll just double check everything's alright and then we can set the guys off.
You see a lot, even just like Filthy, you see a lot of people that don't think that they're that quick, but this is proven tonight. Even Dadson and Filthy starting 7th and 9th. Everyone's got a chance.
Yep, that's right. It's turn 1 at Monza, so...
Everyone's got a chance going into turn 1 at Monza. to vent how brave you are on the inside line and how much you can take getting flogged after the race by everybody else.
Yeah, that's even TJ saying on chat there. The M4 is going to be wicked. It is. It's a seriously good car.
It's a peach. It's almost as quick as this one that you can see now, guys. It's much more pointy in the front end. It hasn't got as much grip, so it's a bit slidey. If you push it too hard, it'll definitely bite you. It's going to be great.
Here we go. We are on the grid. The lights are out. The boys are off. Oh, it looks like Jimmy's just got a little bit of a bob down. Probably should have stayed on board there just for the first corner shot here. Oh, there's a little...
Here's turn 1.
Oh, a bit of bumping and grinding. Ghost makes his way a spot there to 4th. Exactly what he needed.
I'll tell you what, the boys have done pretty well there. There's no one in the sand.
So we got Captainmuffin, the man that needs to make the most here tonight. He's out in front, he's got to lead the way. He's got Jimmy Superfly breathing down his neck. Takes nothing to make a mistake around here with the curbs. They've already pulled a bit of a lead here with 2 seconds back to Stickers.
Nascar is getting swallowed up down here in 5th place. He's got Dadson all around him. He's got Ghost. He's got Mr. Bumcrack. He's got Mr. Hollingsworth as well.
There.
Yeah. Gets it done nicely.
It's nice and clean.
Filthy's right behind him as well. Oh, 3 wide.
We've got Nascar. Here we go. Let's keep an eye on this.
Oh, Filthy's gone. Oh, he manages to hang on. Wow. That's a great little bit of car control there from Filthy.
Filthy will take the advantage here. Hollingsworth will probably just run a little wide and got the slide on the exit.
Sandman's having a look as well down there in 10th. Jeez, how aggressive is Filthy being at the moment? Look at him. Outside around the parabolica even.
Nascar's got him up the inside. That's not NASCAR. That's Sandman. We'll take that back. The two RER boys are in for some good points tonight. We want to take that championship home.
Just on second place, watches our Superfly is looking good for second spot in the championship as well, with NASCAR down in 5th. So
Yeah.
NASCAR will be hoping things start working his way.
It's a long race, even though it's only 30 minutes. I mean, this track can really burn the tyres, and mistakes can happen so easily. So Jimmy needs to really just settle back here and follow in the footsteps of Captainmuffin, and he will take home that second spot. But he's not letting up. He's right there. What have we got back into stickers now? 2.3.
I think Stickers will be quite happy sitting there in third. He's not going to really, I don't think he's really bothered with the guys up front.
Oh, I think I just seen someone run wide.
That was Filthy again, was it? I think it was.
Go back that far. Here we go. Back to 10th is Filthy. Looks like he's lost his ball. He's taken Mr. Bumcrack with him, so we might have missed something here. They were both up the front end. I should take that back. Front end. So the 150 of the first lap there. It's that's your opening lap kind of time. We're going to see something now from Captainmuffin. What do we get out of the first flyer? Jimmysuperfly is right there. He's not letting him go at all. We might even see an overtake here from Jimmy, unless Jimmy plays the cards right.
I think Jimmy's quite happy just sitting there behind him.
Keep the pressure on.
Get a little bit of a fuel save going there.
This is where it gets dangerous. Jimmy's done well. Let's see the exits. The exits are what really make the difference in this first lot of Lesmos, I think they're called.
The Red Affilio,
Red Affilios, that's the one.
There you go. It's real easy to light the rears up coming out of there. So
And even coming through Roger here, you can take the inside line there over the curb, but I mean, if you take too much of that inside of the exit, it'll burn you and grab you a penalty.
Yep.
Back down to Ghost. Just starting to catch up to Stickers a little bit, and he's also got Dadson not far behind. Go back to Hollingsworth. Streetle Juice is starting to go all over the back of him. Mr. Bumcrack seems to have got around Filthy, but
he's lost a few spots from the start, that's for sure. Mr. Bumcrack.
And Mo's got around Filthy as well, so we've got the two blacklight entries running in 9th and 10th. Down in 11th, we got the Sandman. I'm sure he wanted to be further up. Depending on how much practice he got this week, he's a bit of a Call of Duty fan.
I think he's back at work this year too, so back down there at Complete Angler in Bentley. So if you want to go for a fish, go and see Claude and he'll fix you up.
Grassy's down in 12th. BF in 13th and NASCAR down in 14th. What's the go here?
Oh, wow.
And he's got a penalty. So we're too busy looking at the little bit of a battle up the front with Miss NASCAR. He's had a bit of an off or a bit of a ding. Bengal with another car. He's paying
I think
the price
he's just
now.
had an off somewhere. The car looks pretty straight. Doesn't look like there's any witness marks on it anywhere. So he'll be spewing about that though.
Yeah, well, NASCAR was pretty keen to hold on to that second spot, and it's kind of dwindling away right now. And Jimmy is making the most of this. He's not letting Captainmuffin go, and Captainmuffin is one person you don't want to let out of your slipstream.
No, he had a bit of a shocker through Rogier though, Jimmysuperfly there, so he pushed that gap out a little bit.
We've got here from TJ. TJ saying Muffin with the pressure from Jimmy as well as his 3-day-old pedal is going to be a long race. Well, harden up because he's doing pretty good so far.
That's right. Got Streetle Juice trying to go around the outside of Hollingsworth down into Ascari. Don't know how that'll work out well for him.
too wide. Oh, Hollingsworth gets it.
Hollingsworth has shut the door nicely there. Good job, lad.
Here's another straight. You come down to the parabolica. It's you can make the move here, but it can certainly wreck your straight line speed on the finish line straight. They're doing pretty well though. Mr. Bumcrack looks like he's settling there in 8th. He's got a 1 second buffer up the Strudel Juice. Mo and Filthy, he's still in 10th, 9th and 10th, and Mr. Bumcrack seems to be pulling a gap here. So, what are we seeing a little bit of an ease of last round because they got Mr. Sandman all over the back of Filthy.
Ooh, Sandman's having a look.
Up the inside. Oh, there's one place on them curbs. Anything can happen if you're getting touched by someone.
Pulls out of it wisely to Mr. Sandman.
The Grassies is right behind Sandman. Oh, is that a touch? Looks like it's got away with it. But VF's not even far behind either. So NASCAR is really, really hurting tonight.
He's having a shocker.
Maybe the pressure's got to him.
Maybe he got a bit of a nudge somewhere as well. So I'm sure the debrief will be swift down there at CP Motorsports.
Back up the front, looks like Jimmy's reeled back in on a couple of tenths there. Not really much in it. We're gonna
Ghost starting to catch stickers as well.
So this is going to
Must
be
admit
interesting.
that
Once we come to the first lot of pit stops, we're going to see who's been really pushing their cars or using their fuel.
Alright, well we're halfway through, so we'll give just about halfway through, so we'll give you a quick fuel and tyre update. The first 3 or the first 4 have got just over half a tank of fuel, and they've probably knocked maybe 5% off the tyres for the first 4. They're all pretty much exactly the same. And Dadson in 5th as well, for that matter. Hollingsworth has used a tiny little bit more fuel, and he's used the tyre a little bit more as well, but he's must have got his fuel numbers sorted out, because he's usually been using a lot more fuel than everyone else this season, so it's good to see he's finally gotten around that. Mr. Bumcrack's used the left fronts on that car a little bit more than everyone else around him. He's got half a tank of fuel on board. He managed to get around Strudel Juice as well. Then Mr. Bumcrack, Strudel Juice and 8th got half a tank of fuel on board. Tyres are the same as everyone in front of him. Mo's on just over half a tank, doing a little bit of a fuel save down there in 9th place. And Filthy is at the head of the World Championship for 10th place down here with Sandman, Grassies and VF. They've all got bang on half a tank of fuel, and they've tyres are all about the same, all about 10%. And NASCAR down in 14th. He's caught up to these 4 as well. He's only 2 seconds down now. Also with half a tank of fuel. Probably the best tyre wear out of all the guys in front of him as well, so it's a be a case of what could have been.
That's everyone in front of him, because he's sitting in the worst place you want to be at. But here we go, Jimmy Superfly has the run again. Is he going to make a move, or is he just keeping it there so he can maybe come towards the end of the
Muffin
race?
Man backed it there. So those first 2 have pulled out 5 seconds on stickers now as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Ghost is sitting about 1.2 behind stickers, so stickers is just starting to creep away a little.
Mr. the Bumcrack's gotten around Hollingsworth as well, so that moves him up to 6th place. Hollingsworth is having a look, and Rogier though gets it done.
See if we can grab that. just up the inside. A little bit of a toe there, makes it nice and clean. You can really make a mess of those overtakes when you're coming into them. Some of them S's, them curbs can be really upsetting for your car and throw you off into the sand.
Yeah, especially if you get the big ones at the wrong angle, it just throws you away and you go digging in the sand.
So Jimmy is not letting up. He's putting all the pressure on here for the Captainmuffin. So I dare say Jimmy is just sitting there. He's waiting for the opportune moment to make a pass. Once maybe the captain's tyres are gone, or you can just start to see the car in front lose its edge.
Yeah.
Which I think you're starting to see a little bit here from Captainmuffin. The car's sliding on exit, it's sliding on entry.
Yeah, the left side of that gamesman car, they're looking a lot sadder than the Revo car behind it.
Tell you what, they're not letting off the pace though, because they're nearly out to 6 seconds now, back to stickers.
Superfly's got the fastest lap as well, which did on lap 6, did a 47.6. Everyone else around him sort of lapping in the 48, 49 second time zone, so he's way quicker than everyone else. But I suppose the toe will do that to you as well, won't it?
I'm just looking at the times now as he's coming down the straight. You can just see him reel in that 0.3, and then he tucks back behind, so you can definitely tell he's just waiting for that time to make the move. I think we're going to start to see, probably the next lap, we'll start to see the pits come into play, and if you're sitting behind Captainmuffin right now, you're going to be short shifting, saving tyres. Hopefully, here we go. Side by side, he's going to make the move. Done it with ease.
Yeah. Wow. Nice little... Now, will the Muffin Man come in?
The Muffin Man, he's on the inside. Do they... Yes, he comes in.
Nice he's entry. In. There we go.
Alright, let's see what stickers do. Stickers comes in.
I think they'll all come in now.
Ghost comes in. Dadson comes in.
Dadson's in.
Hollingsworth's made his way up to 6. What a great race so far.
Mr. Bumcrack behind him as well.
Mr. Bumcrack stays out. Everyone seems to be going now. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy now has a pretty good lead. He's 13.6 ahead of Mr. Bumcrack, so it's going to be even bigger back to Captainmuffin. Where's Captainmuffin back in 4th?
Yeah, he's come out just behind Hollingsworth and the Bumcrack. Filthy hasn't pitted. Sandman hasn't pitted. Streetle Juice must be going for the 2-stop, or he forgot to put fuel in that Obsession car because he's put fresh boots on and that's it. Stickers is 3/4 filled and put tyres on. Ghost has done the same. Dadson's done the same. VF's done the same.
This next lap's going to show us where everyone's at. Looks like Mo's going for an inside move here on VF. Makes it work. Beautifully done.
Jimmy's pumping that lead out. It's out to 14.7 seconds.
Yeah, he's in a nice light car. He saved his tyres following Captainmuffin. He can make this lap work. It's going to be a perfect outlap. You're going to need a perfect outlap, I suppose.
Alright, so Muffin Man's just come out of Ascari.
Righto, Jimmy's in. Let's go to Captainmuffin.
Expect Bumcrack and Hollingsworth to follow him.
He's just entered the Parabolica. Needs a good run out of here. He's got a little bit of a toe here from Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth goes in, that's not going to work at all.
Alright, jimmysuperfly's out.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy has made a pretty good advance. Oh no, Captainmuffin's got him.
Wow.
What's the fuel difference we got here between Captainmuffin and Jimmy? Jimmy might have taken a little bit more on here.
No, I think they've taken pretty much exactly the same. So the Muffin Man's had a great outlap because there's no way in hell he was that far in front when they came in.
No, they were pretty much siblings as they went in. Although Streetle Juice, unless he's pitted, I don't. Maybe he hasn't. He's only 4 seconds behind.
Streetle Juice didn't put fuel in.
Oh right.
He only put tyres on, so.
He's gonna have to stop again.
Yep, definitely. He's gonna have to stop again. He's just under a quarter of a tank.
So there's 1.5 seconds from Captainmuffin to Jimmy. So where we go back to stickers here.
Filthy hasn't pitted yet either.
So there's about 6 seconds back to Jimmy from stickers. It's a bit of a ground to make up when you only got 12 minutes. That's a long ways to get there. Filthy in 5th.
He hasn't pitted though.
Might be going for the quick shortstop at the end.
Yeah. He might get another lap in too if he wants to push it.
Definitely a different strategy to the rest. Filthy with the no stopper, yeah. I don't think he's got enough fuel for that.
No. Hollingsworth has dropped down to 12th. He nearly full fueled that car and he's got a penalty as well. Nascar's made his way up to 13th, so he's made a spot.
All right,
on his
one thing we should maybe touch base on tonight, which we probably haven't yet, is the let's come out of the Lesmo. We've put a second penalty zone in, and it's quite hard, quite a harsh one, but I mean it needs to be done because you can burn off the penalty in that last Nascar. Pretty easy.
Yeah, the penalties are pretty savage around Rogier, and there's not really enough room between the Lesmos for a burn zone, so he's stuck it on the front straight, on the straight before you go into Ascari.
So you can kind of see here, Captainmuffin, he's really good on his fresh tyres, but he's just
Nascar's Superfly's catching them though at a rapid rate.
Yeah. Just pulled into that slipstream. About that 0.8 to 1 seconds where you start to feel the slipstream take effect. He's just pulled into it, and we'll probably see him start to really jump on the back of Muffin here.
Alright, so straight to Juice will be in this lap, he's almost out.
He's got to come in. He's about to get lapped.
Oh no.
That's not even good.
Filthy. Oh no, Filthy's pitted. He's down there with his old mate Sandman. Down there in 13th.
Streetle Juice goes in. Stickers straight past. Ghost straight past. So now the top 4 are Captainmuffin, Jimmy, Stickers and Ghost. Dadson takes out the 5th. Mo's going to take 6th here. Mr. Bumcrack back in 7th.
Streetle Juice will come out after these 3, I think.
Here we go, 3 wide. We've got VF, Mo and Mr. Bumcrack. VF's made the biggest advantage here.
Yeah, he has.
Can he make the corner? You need a good exit out of this too. You touch that sand.
Oh no, he's gone!
Oh, he's
gone.
around!
Oh no! That's commentator's curse 101 right there.
Let's see if we can grab it. Mr. Bumcrack. Alright, VF takes the exit, just goes wide. The right rear touches the sand trap and he's around. Doesn't take much to spin these cars when they're on the sand trap.
I was literally about to pump his tyres up, saying he'd done well to come from 14th to 7th as well, and he's back down to 14th again. So, oh, Sandman's around. Oh, I think Filthy's giving him a hand there. Oh dear.
Oh, run out for Sandman or Hollingsworth. Sorry, Filthy or Hollingsworth. Right. Back up the front. Captainmuffin, he's got nothing between him and Superfly. Superfly's given him grief this whole race. He's just taunting him. He's like, I've got you in speed, I've got you everywhere. I'm gonna leave this to the last moment. I'm gonna take you.
Here he goes. Will he get it done? Will he stay there?
Straight up the inside. He's not having these. Oh, Captainmuffin comes back.
Oh, here comes the Muffin, man.
Not giving it up that bit of a slide. Jimmy takes first.
Oh, he's a flash of the lights there as well. He wasn't happy with that at all. A little bit of controversy.
So back to third. They've pulled out a 7-second lead over Stickers. Now, Stickers is not slow. Neither is Ghost. And Ghost is 2 seconds behind Stickers.
And he's not really catching Stickers either.
No, he's slowly going. A little bit backwards.
Bumcracker Mo having a great little battle around Curva Grande into the Rogier.
They're real.
Oh.
real.
Here comes Grassies.
Real bad.
Oh, Mo moves over on him. Oh.
Real harsh places to try and make moves. Oh, Bumcracker runs
still
wide.
going as well. Straddle Juice is in this as well now.
Tell you what, they're doing good to leave room for everyone. Nascar,
Yeah,
you see in the
absolutely.
background.
He'll be loving this.
Nascar really needs to get in front of this group because he is hurting on points right now. What have we got here, Nascar?
Oh, that's a great move around the outside from the bum crack.
That's what we want to see. Want these points up the front there for the RER team.
Alright, so the Muffin Man now is right on the back of Jimmy Superfly.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to give it up easy. Jimmy looking a little taily into the first red affiliate.
Backed that into, backed it in there.
What have we got left? 5.5 minutes. Probably going to see 3 laps out of this. Anything can happen.
Mate. Oh, Mo's got in around Mr. Bumcrack at the red affiliate.
Now, Mo's not one you want in front of you because he is the hardest person to pass on track.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's right, Clint. Jimmy definitely will have better tyres. He stayed out an extra lap or 2. I mean, you're pushing to stay out in front of Captainmuffin, though. You could wear them quicker. We'll jump back up the front.
He's got a little tyre advantage over Captainmuffin.
Now, Captainmuffin's done pretty well. I mean, Jimmy's been all over the back of him for the whole race, so he's been dealing with that. And now he's got his chance to give it back to Jimmy. So what can he do with it?
He's not really close though. Oh, he's getting close now.
Now, it's also hard once you jump in a toe of a car. The car reacts different. Doesn't like to turn.
Yeah.
So they do well to just even be this close together in the situation they're in. There's nothing in it. We're talking thousands of
Filthy's got a big penalty coming out of Rogier. Sorry, Ascari.
NASCAR's around. NASCAR into 10th. I'll tell you what's taken NASCAR a while. He's not feeling this track by the feel of it. Feeling this track by the feel of it. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But we know what you're saying. It's alright. I don't think
even Sam.
He wasn't all that confident, but yeah, I think he's below par for even his expectations.
Sandman down in 12th. I'm sure that's not what they want. Hollingsworth is in the pits. So what's going on here? Has he parked it?
Maybe.
Oh dear.
No action going on in the pits.
I've had them races before. There you go, good doctor. It's Hollingsworth stopped in the pits there. Hopefully, it's a They're not letting up these fronts here. They're definitely, like, they're already another second out on stickers and now into 8 seconds. They haven't let up all race. Ghost back down in 4th, who's 3 off stickers, so he's lost on time too. Dadson in 5th.
It's a good try from Dadson, he'll be happy with that.
I think he's just happy to run the Gillette man's delivery tonight. Mo in 6th. He's definitely got 2 hard charges behind him in Bumcrack and Streetle Juice. Definitely don't want to be here. Mo's the kind of person. Oh, what have we got there? A bit of a penalty burn from Streetle. Mo, one of the hardest person to pass on the track.
But I think a little bit of a brake check there into the Parabolica as well from the Blake Light car.
It looks like Mr. Bumcrack might have a bit of a run here. Let's jump on board. Oh, he goes deep. Mo holds it there. Oh, this is where it comes ugly. Get a good exit. Mo gets a nice exit there.
Yeah. Oh, Muffin Man's gotten around Superfly.
Let's see if we can catch it. We'll go back. Don't think we did, but he's done it before we got him. Jimmy not going to let that one go so easy. We'll be trying to get around him all race.
I think you'll be a lot more aggressive on it this time around as well.
So this will be the last lap once they come around this time. Captainmuffin, he either needs to make the break now or he's going to have Jimmy all over him for this last corner, was my prediction. Yeah, Justin, the Adam, he's got it right. Mr. Muffin, will spit my words out in a second. Muffin Man's gone too early.
Yeah.
Jimmy around the outside.
That's brave. It'll give him a lot more speed though coming down the front straight.
Muffin Man going defensive.
Defend pretty early. Alright, here we go, last lap.
Whoever leads into turn 1 wins, really. Well, there's a couple of long straights here. Both cars are looking taily on the exit. I don't want to go away from this at the moment.
No, you'll be right. I'll keep an eye on everything else down there.
We might jump on board with Jimmy here and just see what he's... If we can get it. There we go. Oh, he's going wide here, Mr. Muffin is holding on. Keeps it nice through there. Through here and through there. They don't sound very good commentary, but just catching up with it. Down through the Lesmo. Hard corner to take this on. Jimmy's tyres are squealing. Looks like...
Oh, there we go. VF's finished 13th.
Oh, we're starting a finishing order already.
Yeah. And Hollingsworth will finish 14th. He's in the pits.
Let's keep an eye up the front, but this is too good to let go. Jimmy's got a great exit out of the last Ascari. It's going to be a... He's going to have to go wide. He's got no choice. He's got the Muffin Man on the inside. He's going to need a good braking zone and a good apply of the rolling on of the throttle. Well, there's a touch. I think that was it. The touch kind of put the cards on the table there. Muffin Man, he's going to take his championship, followed by Jimmy Superfly. He's well in front of Nascar. He'll take second in the championship.
Yeah, 100%.
Stickers will round out third. Ghost will take fourth. Dadson will come home in fifth.
Whoa.
Oh, a bit of action in the background there from Streetle Juice. Mo will take sixth. Streetle Juice seventh.
Oh, Mr. Bumcrack's out of fuel.
Oh no! Nascar comes home in ninth. Filthy gets 10th, he gets
Filthy
Bumcrack.
gets him as well. Oh dear.
Sandman.
And that's...
Sandman will come home in 12th, VF in 13th, and Hollingsworth still in the pits. He will take home 14th. You've obviously seen better days on his DS4. But big congratulations goes to Captainmuffin. He's taken out the championship. It's the last round. It can't get any better than this. Superfly will take second in the championship with Nascar in third. We'll come back to third, but that's the way it's looking.
Yeah, NASCAR should get third in the championship. Ghost might jump a couple. Stickers might, and Ghost might jump Mo though.
So, Mr. Bumcrack, I'm sure he wanted to finish the race with some fuel, but what do you do?
You've been hiring from Deeds Racing, mate.
No, we definitely haven't. Alright, recapping the race. We have Captainmuffin takes home first. He also takes home first in the championship. That will be a pretty solid 25 to 30 points there. He'll be ahead of Jimmy. Stickers takes home third, rounding out the podium. Ghost will be happy with fourth. I think he wasn't super happy with Monza, but whether he's come home in fourth. Dadson will take home fifth. Mo will take home sixth. Streetle Juice for seventh. Grassy's for eighth. NASCAR for ninth, who made his way from the back. I'm not sure what happened in the earlier part of the race there, but he's made it back to ninth. Filthy in 10th. Mr. Bumcrack running out of fuel on the line, coming home in 11th. Sandman for 12th, VF for 13th, and Hollingsworth in the pits with a technical issue for 14th. Superfly has the fastest lap of the race on lap 11 with a 1:47.3, so it's a pretty fast time for the BMW. Driver of the day.
Oh, that's a toughie.
I'm going to say
that's a tough.
It's hard. It's probably a hard one between Jimmy and Muffin Man, but I'm going to give it to Muffin Man for just putting up with the pressure for the entire race. I think Jimmy didn't let off one bit.
I'm going to go a bit of left field here. I'm going to go Mo. Mo for driver of the day for mine. Is stuck down in the pack, battling with the mid to lower pack most of the race. Come home sixth. Started 13th, so he did well. Nice drive through the field as well. So congratulations to Mo.
What have we got? We've got TJ. TJ says driver of the day, Jimmy, for an outstanding drive. It was a massive performance by Muffin. I think Jimmy kept him honest the whole entire race there. Kazi one goes driver of the day, Mo. Prua, driver of the day, Streetle Juice. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Mind you stopped twice and finished 7th. It's not a bad day out, is it?
That is a pretty good achievement.
Yeah. Wineball driver of the day, Jimmy.
Right, we'll make our way over to the 4, 5, 8 next level room.
How was that good, Doc? Your boys were in the thick of the action for most of that.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it. I was off doing dad duties, so I saw what I could see. But yeah, great job from Mo there from the back row to P6. It's a pretty stellar race, I think.
I think most of the boys had a pretty good race. It was a clean first lap. Not many incidents whatsoever throughout the whole entire race, so I think the stewards might have an easy one tonight.
I'm hearing some confounding reports for old mate Hollingsworth. I think it was probably a good thing he parked his car for the end of the race, by the sounds of it.
I'm just reading that now as well.
my inbox is lit up about it already. So yeah. Anyway, Ferrari land, boys. She's going to be a rip snort of a race in here tonight. We've got a lot of guys that are in the thick of this. Ricky Bobby's got pace and on form at the moment. The kid Mountain Goat, plenty of pace and form so far tonight. Diego's been the front runner for all of practice tonight so far. VLX has come out of the abysmal previous round in France, and he's looking for redemption to try and battle for second place in the championship against Knuckles. So he needs a good result tonight to make sure he gets himself up in there into P2. Obviously Knuckles is running a thank you Ferrari livery tonight, bright red. Yep. As he's more been known for a blue and white car this season, so he cycled back to an older last season style livery to sign off the Ferrari. The Deeds boys are both in rainbow liveries tonight, so all of their livery swaps, they're obviously famous for different colours every round. So they've put them all together this for the final round of for the season. So they're very colourful. And the young man Black Project RX7 for Blacklight Motorsports stepped up into the vacant 14th slot tonight, with one of the guys having to pull out for outside reasons. So someone's going down to B, and he's taking the slot in A. So he's in for the kilometres tonight, but has been on pretty decent pace so far in practice.
Well,
but anyway,
it's going to be a race of the ages, because there's not much in it tonight. It takes one bad race and Brocky can lose, or it takes one good race and he's made it. So we might jump over to the GT points here and have a bit of a look.
I'll set them out for their outlap.
Brocky is on 156 points, followed by Knuckles with 126 points. Now it takes, for a win, is 30 points, and if you get fastest lap, it's a point, and pole is a point. So tonight he's got
pole's 2.
Pole's 2 points.
Pole's 2 points. Yeah. Potentially 33 points for him if he can go lights, flag, and sweep.
So it's going to take Brocky to not finish tonight's race to lose, but weirder things have happened, which we talked about earlier. VLX, after his bad race last round, he'll be out for redemption. He's sitting on 114 points, so he can always make up second here pretty easy, and we're sure he'll be out to show vengeance. Morgan on 98, Ricky Bobby on 95, D-Flow on 94. Speedy
Big
Tyres.
story is D-Flow isn't on the grid tonight too, guys. He's the guy that had to roll out, and
right.
He's in Group B next week. So he's currently not on the grid. So Ricky Bobby's in a good position tonight too to take some points back on Morgan Davey and potentially take fourth in the championships. So very quiet achiever, Mr. Ricky Bobby has been this season.
Yeah, always the quiet achiever to every season.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speedy Tyres on 92. Hardy Thump, probably another quiet achiever on 90, sitting in 8th. Now Diego, he's feeling good about the Ferrari at Monza, and he's sitting in 9th place. He can make up some really good points here to shift him up a few positions.
He's been the pace setter so far tonight too. I've seen him in the low 46s.
Yep.
He's got the Bacchus Brewery's Dadson Racing Ferrari really hooked up tonight, so really excited to see what he does in qualifying, as the guys are just coming down the backstretch heading towards the Parabolica, ready to go in for their first of their hot laps.
Alright, let me jump in the
Everyone
track.
except for Morgan. Morgan's from the back end of the circuit still. He's done his typical sit in the pits and let them all go.
Alright, so leading us out.
Strap in, guys.
Leading us out is Ricky Bobby. What can he put down? This is the first flyer, is it? Okay, Ricky Bobby, just for Obsession Motorsport, he's got the Tasdig entry. I can't see what's on the side there, but it looks like a new name. Automotive, Eastbrook Automotive for Obsession Motorsport. Diego running in second there, Bacchus Breweries. Dadson Racing entry. Speedy Tyres, he'll be going for the Cornerstone. In the FGT Light livery, looks pretty good there. Simple colours, but it works. The goat. Trying to show off maybe a bit of speed tonight for the last time you're going to see the Amrosh livery. and the FPC team running Sector 1. Lucky in 5th. The LLCR. VLX down in 6th. The second of the Air Morse livery. Going to be trying to prove a point tonight. Artie Thump in 7th. He's got the Carmel. CJ Esports entry there.
Poor, mate, that's poor.
Yeah, I know. Scotty G. Now, what's Scotty G? Scotty G Cornerstone or Counterpunch?
Cornerstone. He's Cyborg's teammate.
That's right. DJ Braid.
Last time we'll see Alliance on the side of a CP car too, because they're going to Team 53 with Nascar.
Oh.
So yeah, naming right sponsor leaving CP, heading off off to the new outfit, which is awesome to see. Them going to show up with a big name sponsor from the get-go.
Diego sets. Oh, Speedy Tyres sets the fastest time so far.
VLX 47.5. It's quick times here, guys. 47.8 there from Black Project. 47.5 from DJ Brain. There goes to 3rd. Great job.
DJ's one to watch this season. He's certainly got a hold of that Ferrari. Karen.
Oops. Cyborg 47.2. Straight to the top.
Yeah.
Hi guys. I don't think you remember who I am, but I'm belong at the top of the table.
What extra stuff are we running in this car here tonight? How do you go?
Good to see Speedy Tyres up and about again though. So P2 currently.
Yep. VLX.
He had a bit of a quiet start of the season.
VLX maybe looking a little bit better this round. He's up in 3rd.
But DJ and Artie did alright here last year in the Lexus too, so...
They did, yeah.
I think DJ finished 4th and Artie finished 2nd or something. So, I like the track.
Morgan. Where's Morgan come out?
P9 at the moment.
Mountain Goat down in
Karen's
10th.
P8. Mountain Goat did a 48.1 for 10th position, so not exactly a slow. He's purple through Sector 2. Yeah, here he comes.
Just jump back up with Brocky. I know Mountain Goat's in front. We'll go back to there. It's always good to see the young ones try and take it to the older drivers. And he's got some class about him too, the young fella.
He does. Very well mannered and he's definitely Mountain Goat goes in off the purple sector.
Ricky Bobby,
hang on.
Mountain Goat goes to the top.
Oh, it looked like he's going to the pits for a second there too.
Brocky down to 3rd. Let's go back down to Brocky. Where's he coming up? He's coming up to the finish line. Now he's purple.
Back to the top. Here it comes.
Back to the top.
Boom.
0.5.
Half a second clear. 46.5 with no toe. Thanks for coming.
So we've seen people come
Morgan
in and out of
Davey
the
now.
pits.
Oh, he's gone. He's lost it. Morgan Davies lost it through Ascari. He was green too. Oh, he won't be pleased with that. That's just binned that lap. He'll go into the pits, I reckon, put fresh rubber on.
They got the new Deeds livery for tonight. Brocky the
Keep an eye on Ricky Bobby
Keep an eye on Ricky
at the
Bobby.
moment. He's been quick in practice.
The car looks good
Between
in green.
him and Diego, they've both been very fast in practice. Speedy Tyres got a penalty that's going to cook that lap, so he'll be in shortly. What's Diego looking like? He's currently P8.
Tell you what,
He's
Mountain
trying to
Goat.
hold on to. Oh,
Yeah.
no, he's on steam as well.
Mountain Goat's got his new Fanatec set up, and it's definitely improved his times a little bit here. Last 2 races have been showing. I'll jump on board. Ricky Bobby comes into Parabolica.
Oh,
Jumps
he's
the
right on the
curve.
ragged edge there. Look at that. Just slides it sideways through the turn, just enough.
Oh, he's running
Got some
wide.
maximum speed out of that car.
Doesn't go any better.
47.5. Speedy Tyres is in the pits, Mount Goat's in the pits. These guys are in for new rubber, just on half a tank of fuel in them. Both the cars are identical for fuel. And out.
Here comes Brocky. Brocky pull in. Brocky looks like he's pulling in. No, Brocky stays out. Does it go any better? Definitely not. That's a bit of a bad one, that one.
No, Speedy Tyres almost runs out of road there. So Speedy's actually in a pretty good position here at the moment. He's just tucked himself in behind Mountain Goat. Oh, never mind. He's gone off on the... So's VLX. He's gone off too. They're all taking the escape road.
Now let me tell you, I've been practicing all week, and a 46.5 is super quick in a Ferrari.
It's ridiculous.
It's even hard to crack into the 46s, so all these bikes are super quick. DJ Brain shuffled his way down to 6th.
He's on a 47.5 though, so he's there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
He's .043 off VLX, which you just don't expect to say at the start of the season. Morgan Davey now improves to a 47.8, which is good for 14th still. Still hasn't cracked the top 10 or anything yet. He's very close to Black Project RX-7 in the back end of the field. But a 47.8 is good for last, guys. Just so you know.
That's crazy. So we're probably going to see
Cyborg
come in this lap.
Yeah, he's on a quiet cool-down lap, it looks of it. The kid's on an out lap. He's just getting himself some space. Ricky, Bobby and Diego are going at it still. Did he just come through the Lesmos?
So we've got
What's the
Nux,
second split? Oh, sorry, Parabolica.
Nux with the potential to take this championship out if something to go wrong with Brocky, but he's down in 7th. Can he improve? He does a little bit, up to 5th.
Knocks VLX off another spot. Rocky's in. DJ Brain there goes to 6th position, 47.5, knocks VLX down another stop. Great lap there from DJ.
Let's jump on with VLX, see where he's at. Starting to fly behind DJ.
Diego's lower than I thought he'd be. He's 8th at the moment, but he's only done a 47.6, and I've seen him go at least a second faster than that, so he's 1.1 seconds off pole position at the moment.
He has been talking in the team room this week that he's feeling this track, so maybe he's leaving a late run. Don't want to leave it too late though.
P11 so far, it's Karen on a 47.7.
Karen. Maybe
Let's get a quick cough in there, guys.
Maybe
Oh, Artie Thumps looped it. Out of position 12.
See if we can jump on a
Where's he done
replay
that?
there.
At the Lesmos, he's looped it. Karen's flashing the lights, get out of the way, he's saying.
Oh,
He's going to box Karen in.
Just clipped the
Oh,
grass.
he's just boxed Karen. Luckily, Karen was on the out lap there, but he's not impressed. He was flashing the lights coming up there, and he didn't get him out of the way, unfortunately.
Come back to VLX. Oh. Didn't get to see his 3rd sector time. He's got around DJ.
This could be a quick lap. It's hard to tell. I'm not really up to speed with Ferrari laps as far as the sectors go. So Lucky goes to 3rd, guys, with a 47.2. That's a great lap. VLX is back in the pits. DJ's back in the pits. So DJ's just doing whatever VLX does. He's going to keep with him and just keep... Not a bad guy to follow for pace. So whatever works for you, DJ.
He's done such a ripper job with the Ferrari this season. I mean, to be in Group B last season, and he's jumped into the Ferrari and made it to almost the top half, pretty much the top half of the Group A.
So I've just strolled past the Ragged Edge garage, out the back of the Ragged Edge garage, and there's lots of drums of kerosene floating around.
Uh-oh.
Ready to go in BMWs.
You don't want to sell those, do you, Troy? Because I think Sean's going to go. He's going to torch them.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that car. He's been very vocal about the fact he doesn't like the understeering dog of a BMW.
Yeah. I was going to say something, but I thought, you know what? It's not my place, so I'll just leave it. So.
Nah, Sean can do what he wants with them things. I'm gonna do what I want with these things after next weekend.
I'm pretty sure RER is just going for fire sale of all their cars, aren't they? Just going to torch 4 of them.
Probably just burn the
One
shed.
of them's got
the
no fuel with it already.
Alright, Mountain Goat still sitting in 2nd.
just watching Ricky Bobby out of 4th at the moment, back to enter the Parabolica. He's on 37 seconds through the Parabolica. He's going to be pretty close for a good lap.
It's not bad.
He's got a good toe here. Oh,
Diego
Diego goes to 2nd. There it is. 46.9.
Scotty G improves. Up to 4th.
Oh, great lap from Scotty G there for 4th position. Cornerstone are coming. And he's got oh, Mountain Goat just jumps him as well.
Speedy
no, it wasn't
tyres.
Mountain Goat. Speedy Tyres to 2nd.
All right, let's jump on.
46.8.
Let's jump on Knuckles. Where's the he's just
Where
started
is
a lap.
Knuckles?
Where's VLX?
P8, yeah.
VLX has done a lap. I'll tell you what, it's tight. There's 1 second differing the top 10. Oh, VLX has
Oh,
got
Karen and Black Project having a argument through turn 1. Alright, I've got an eye on Morgan David at the moment. He's on the back end of the seat. He's just heading towards the Parabolica now. He's out there doing his own thing. Free air, just minding his own business. Doesn't need a tow. Let's see what he's got. This is probably the first time he's had a pretty clean lap, actually. His best lap so far is a 47.8. What's he got? 47.5. Good for 11th. He just out pips there, Karen, the team boss. Look out.
Geez, that was a big penalty for VLX too.
This is just proven this track is so hard to get the times that they're getting. Morgan is such a quick driver in the Ferrari.
Oh, he is. He's phenomenally fast. Cyborg is up. Cyborg is up by miles. 0.3 of a second up on his own lap. This is going to be a massive lap. It's going to be like a 46.2. Speedy Size just gets out of the way and goes, I'll just take a tow, thanks. Diego goes to 3rd there. Improves. Ricky Bobby, 47. Nux with a 47.1 to 7th.
What's Brocky got?
So Cyborg got, here it comes.
Oh,
Oh, 46 flat. That's disgusting. You're a sicko. Go away.
Yeah.
46 flat.
Race next
Uh,
season.
Yeah, 100%.
Diego's done, guys. He's just penalised himself.
2 minutes left.
So he's over and out.
Mountain Goat's done.
Oh, he might get around again. He's nearly out of fuel though, so I think he's rolled the dice and done. Mountain Goat's spun, but he's got fuel, so he can get around and go again. Scotty G hold on to 5th position. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good lap from Scotty. So you're looking at pretty much a 147 flat, almost. That's a great lap.
Ricky Bobby through the Lesmos at the moment, P6 on the fuel light. This is his last roll of the dice. He's coming down the back stretch now towards the...
Morgan moves up to 6th.
Was it the... Oh, great lap from Morgan. That late move again.
Oh, he's just down.
Ricky Bobby's... he's just down.
I'll tell you what, you can make some good time up through this section, man, if you can get it right.
If you're brave.
If you're brave.
Karen goes to 8th at the end with a 47.1 to finish himself off. Knuckles looks like he's backed out of his lap, but Lucky continues on.
Ricky just backs the car into the corner. Can he improve? Oh, he gets Morgan.
He does. Nice job. Lucky goes to 2nd! Lucky to 2nd! What a clutch lap there from Lucky! 46.647. Bang!
Beautiful lap.
Felix ended up 2nd last, guys.
Brocky still just smashes the field by 0.6.
Yeah. Over half a second was the gap at the end. It's disgusting. VLX off the back row though, guys. That's the story I'm looking at the moment. It's all forward momentum. Nux is in 10th.
What a drive by Lucky for that lap.
Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby's in the seat at the moment, currently P7.
That's a
He
great,
might make up some spots.
great drive from Lucky.
Alright, here we go. Red lights are up, we're about to go racing. Oh, we're off
They're
to
away.
a good start.
Mountain Goat fell asleep on the line, but looks like everyone's going to get around him just nicely there.
Lucky has got a good start there. Pulling out wide, oh you don't want to go too wide.
Oh, don't go too wide. You get yourself stuck out there. Nice work. Speedy was very polite there. Game play. Oh, Ricky Bobby with you. With the move down the inside there. Diego runs him a little bit wide on exit. Mango's going to get him too. The background, Scotty G carrying a bash and door handles.
It's not a bad start.
Mountain Goat goes around the outside. Look at Morgan Davey. He's tucked in behind the Mountain Goat here. They're going to try and go round Diego on the outside. They do it. That's boxed him out. Diego's just bled a couple of spots there in that first couple corners.
It's easily done when you've got so much pressure on the first lap.
Cyborg's 0.8 of a second clear, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. It's been nice knowing you. I'm going to grab my trophy now.
Just going to prove I won.
Oh, Karen with the penalty. Half a second. He's currently ninth. That's going to put him to the back of the grid when he moves over any second now to burn it. Any second now. There it comes. There's the burn. Textbook positioning there from Karen with the burn. But that'll go back to last. Maybe. Oh no! Oh no! He doesn't quite. DJ ran out a little bit of road there. Black Project's on him as well now. He's there. They get aggressive at the back. Yeah, he's gone. Race over. Thanks for coming.
Lucky make it.
Ghost in the chat. Well, that was a good race.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the battle for second is on. Lucky, Speedy Tyres, Ricky Bobby. Looks like it's Mountain Goat and Morgan Davey are all there together. Diego's not far behind. Scotty G with him as well. This is a long train and the run to one. Ricky Bobby having a look. He's the first one to pull out down the inside of Speedy Tyres. And Morgan Davies going to have a look at the kid down the inside as well. He tries to get Speedy as well. He's going to be on the outside for the second flip.
Speedy holds him off.
Oh, Morgan's still there. He's going to get the inside here. He's got it. Great bit of racing from those guys there. Cyborg opening lap was a 50 flat.
He should be banned.
Yeah.
The gap between Morgan and Ricky Bobby in the championship's only 3 points for fourth place. So
well, there you go. So Morgan's
quite
fourth,
spicy.
Ricky second at the moment.
Like we
That's a
just
race within a race now.
what did I just see? Knuckles down in 10th.
Whoops.
Oh, Knuckles is off.
Oh, he's
in the
gone.
wall.
He's lost it. He's in the fence. Watch the return. Oh, he's last. Still, that hurt him.
No.
Caught that grass on exit.
I guess you could pretty much give
Morgan
it to
Davey
Brocky.
the inside. Oh. Morgan Davey just showed Lucky the old headlight there on the run into Ascari. Not a spot you want to do. Oh, we've got a penalty there. Speedy Tyres has a penalty. He's going to have to pull out of the train here. This is going to hurt. They're all close together. Streaming down the outside they go.
Straight around.
That gets Diego back up
That penalty really
to
hurts.
sixth. Scotty G, seventh. Karen's just about there now. He's in ninth. Just on the back of these guys. This is how quick your fortunes can change though. Speedy Tyres was second. Now he's eighth.
Talk about fortunes changing. Knuckles in 14th. That is no good. The only hope to take on Brocky tonight.
Morgan Davies sticks a head out. He goes around Lucky there on the run into turn one. Gets it done. Blocks Lucky up. Oh, Mountain goes into him. Not quite. It almost turned him round.
See if we can grab it.
I think the kid got out of that a little bit there just to be a bit more polite to Lucky because Lucky was in real trouble.
Oh, made it look easy. A little bit of a push and shove there. Mountain Goat, a little bit of a touch.
I think he got out of it though. I think he just lifted the throttle a little bit just so he didn't send Lucky round because that would have turned him, I reckon. Look at this battle now for second though. Ricky Bobby, Morgan Davey. This is for what, second in the championship? Third in the championship? Fourth in the championship.
Yeah.
I'll get there. I'm working my way down.
Yeah, no, you did all right.
Now, Morgan had a pretty second-hand qualifying, so he's doing really well to be up in third.
He's been very aggressive in this opening stint. Just looking at a quick tyre and fuel wear, the guys at the moment.
Womble in the chat. Brocky must hate showing up each week. He never gets to experience how much fun competition can be. I feel bad for him.
We've got an idea for next season though. We're going to make him carry his 6 trophies around with him. or 5 trophies, whatever he's carrying. How many trophies he's got? All of them. The BMW's got a pretty good sized boot, so we're just going to shove more in the boot. So it'd be like driving a really long Porsche with a heap of weight over the back axle.
So hopefully what we're going to see here is Ricky Bobby's pretty well known for his fuel saving. He's looking after the car, so maybe
he does have a fuel advantage over Morgan, who goes fastest around though. 47.2 there for Morgan, fastest lap of the race now. He's on the outside of Ricky Bobby, who just pulls in behind him there nicely. So Ricky Bobby's playing the long game, sitting and fuel save.
Mountain Goat's all over Lucky at the moment.
He's got Diego there with him as well, and Diego's a very quick operator in this Ferrari. Had a bit of a shaky couple of laps where he got held on the outside at the start of the race. But now he's settled himself in. I expect that car to move up. Plus, he's got a huge fuel save on everyone in front of him at the moment too, so he's playing the long game as well.
You can see just in the background there, speedy tyres. That penalty really hurt him.
Cyborg's playing with these guys now. He's letting them catch up. 2.3 seconds is the lead at the moment, but he's just on cruise and collect mode at the moment. I can't even see the throttle come up on the rev limiter there on the bottom of my screen. As Ricky Bobby runs very wide there out of the second Lesmo, grabs a bit of stand.
Now this is another tricky section of the track too. He's heading into the
Ascari.
Ascari, that's it. You get a little bit off and you try to run a little bit of the curve there on the right, on the inside corner, and it can really just throw you into the fence if the back starts to slide.
It's hard enough when you're there on your own, but when you're tucked right in under the back bumper of someone else, especially for some of these guys here that race off the bumper cam, you just can't see anything. You can't see your brake markers, you can't see the track edges, you can't see anything at all. So you've got to be very, very careful not to just go up the backside of the guy in front of you. Because we're talking, what is it, 0.075 a second off the back of Morgan Davey now. He couldn't see a thing from that front bumper other than the back of the Deeds car. So he's going to be very, very careful to make sure he doesn't go up the back of him here on the heavy braking.
Here we go, 3 wide, Mountain Goat, Diego and Lucky.
Oh, Lucky just got swallowed. He was leading these guys a second ago. He's going to run Diego wide though. Holds him out there. You want to try the outside there, you have to go all the way around the outside. Speedy Ty's on the hunt now as well.
Scotty D just hanging around the back. A little bit off the pace.
He's got his own battle there with Karen and DJ Brain. Felix and Black Project not far behind them. Artie Thump and Nux is way off the back at the moment. 4 seconds off the back of the field. I'm interested to see what he does towards the end of the race.
Karen down in
As the Cyborg goes faster again with a 47.2.
VLX still in 11th. He's definitely not enjoying the Ferrari at the back end of the season.
The Mountain Goat's just starting to play himself back in here too, guys. He's closing that gap up to Ricky Bobby now. It's just 1.1 seconds. And it's only 1 second back there to Lucky. So this actual little battle pack is drawing in the front two.
He's definitely left Lucky behind. He definitely needed to get past there to get the break he needed. It'd be so good to see Ricky Bobby get on the podium. He's been the standout driver for the season. One off. Been plenty in Group A.
He's just staying there or thereabouts with Morgan, isn't he? Oh, he runs on a road though. He went too deep into one. Morgan is sliding that car around though. That back tyre's looking really hurt already. So the left rear is getting hurt on these cars quite a bit again. So we saw that in France as well. So another circuit where we've got a clockwise rotation. They tend to lean on that left.
So we're seeing Brocky slow right down here because it's under 2 seconds now.
Yeah, he's saving fuel. He's saving a buckload of fuel. He's just playing with these guys now. Just dangling the carrot. Can't get too cute though. Don't want to let Morgan catch up, because if Morgan catches him, he's going to send it down the inside. If he sends the Cyborg off, so be it, I reckon. So don't get too cute there, Cyborg.
Ricky Bobby still holding on to third, but he's got the goat slowly catching him.
Oh, a bit of a battle back here. Diego and Speedy Tyres are having another crack at it on the run to Ascari. Diego the inside, Speedy the outside. Oh, Speedy locked up on the brakes. He's gone. He's way gone. He's lost it. I think he's round.
Diego
Watch the re-entry. Watch the re-entry. He gets away with it. DJ Brainswine's past. Karen goes past. VLX is going to get him too, I reckon. He's losing a lot of pace on these guys at the moment. They're flying past. Black Project might be the only one that gets unlucky. He doesn't quite get him.
So there's a bit of a touch there from Diego.
Oh dear.
I don't know if it was a touch or if it was Speedy Tyres just drove into the side of Diego. Diego was in the line and DJ Brain looking very tailored.
From what I could see,
VLX
Speedy Tyres looked, as soon as he touched the brake pedal, the back end let go.
will be down to the stewards to decide. We've got here Black Project just gets around Speedy Tyres. So Speedy Tyres has had a
Yes, son, get up there.
Speedy Tyres, they just watch Speedy Tyres.
So yeah, Black Project tonight. We'll be stoked at Blacklight with a top 10 finish. If he can finish in the top 10, it'd be like a win for us because car's been in Group B all season. Come up to Group A on a call up, and just happy to be here. Really, great to see the car in Group A. Hopefully, it's a sign of things to come for the M6 next season.
The M6 being a whole new ball game.
Yep. We might see some other guys popping up towards the pointy end in the M6 that haven't quite had the pace in the Ferrari. I do believe, oh hang on, Mountain Goat here and Ricky Bobby are having a crack. So Mountain Goat's really brought that gap in. He's tucked right on the back bumper at the moment. Will he have a look at Ascari?
They're almost one car.
The kid can drive, can't he?
No doubt.
How old is he? 14?
14 or 15.
That's ridiculous. Not even old enough to drive a real car yet. Look at this. He's going to have a look down into the parabolic on the inside here. Should be able to get it done. Ricky Bobby doesn't make it hard. Just moves over a little bit. Because you know what? I don't really want to do this. Oh, no, the crisscross is on, though.
Ricky Bobby's in.
And Ricky Bobby's in. I'll keep an eye on Cyborg's in too. So Cyborg has taken tyres. He is taking fuel as well. Diego, look at the fuel save on the Cyborg's car. He had 45 in the tank. The other guys had like 38. So where's he come out? In 4th position, behind Lucky, and in front of Nux, which is a big gap.
So it still can work in a Knuckles' favour a little bit here because strategy can definitely play a big role in a 50-minute race.
Yep, and Nux knows every millimetre of that car too, so if there's anyone that's better to make a strategy call on the fly, it'll be Nux. Ricky Bobby's just drifted back to Diego here through the pit stop. He's actually taking more fuel than everybody else. He's on 2/3 of a tank, so he's taking his medicine early. Hopefully it works out for him. He doesn't get stuck in a competition. But they're going to catch Nux pretty quick too, I think, because he'd be struggling on really worn rubber now.
Karen not far behind Diego. DJ Brain seems
He's
to
pitted
have
too.
made up ground here.
Yeah. All these guys back here have pitted, so the only ones that haven't pitted yet are Morgan Davey leading the way, Mountain Goat in 2nd, Lucky in 3rd, and Nux in 5th. They're the only ones not to stop.
Jump back up to Morgan. He should be in this lap, hopefully.
Well, his fuel light's not on yet, so he might run that tank dry. He does tend to be on the different strategy most races, so it's hard to tell what he's going to do. Actually coming from the Deeds Lexus too a couple of seasons ago where he was just phenomenal on fuel save as he goes in with 18 in the tank. What's the Mountain Goat? He goes around Mountain Goat. So he goes around again. Lucky goes around again too. I'll stay with Morgan and see what he does for fuel. Fresh tyres are on obviously.
Let's see when Knuckles is. Knuckles going to get past him.
He goes as well. So Knuckles is obviously sticking to a predetermined strategy with Lucky's Lawn Care Racing. As he goes past Davey on the outside there. There's a long pit exit there too though at Monza. And it puts you in a really awkward spot for turn 1 because you're really tight to the inside.
And on
Morgan just slides it on the exit.
cold tyres, it's going to be skatey.
Yeah, so Morgan's out in 5th. he's cleared Ricky Bobby by just on a second, and he's taken about the same amount of fuel he did, but he went a lap longer as well. So these guys are taking their medicine early with a long stop. Diego took a short stop to make up some time, so hopefully now he can sort of stick there with Ricky Bobby and get himself dragged up a bit further up the grid, because he was racing Karen and whatnot before as well, and Speedy Tyres before he spun.
Scotty G down in 14th. I don't know what's happened there.
Let's have a look. Big penalty as well for Scotty G. No, it wasn't. It was VLX with a penalty in 13th. He's having a rough back end of the season, isn't he?
It's not looking good. The Ferrari is, you either like it or you hate it.
Yep. I'm interested to see how you go in the M6, because he's obviously a FIA level driver, so he's definitely got the pace.
Yeah. Well, he's already won a championship here at S1.
Yeah, he did. He won last season. So I don't think what we're seeing now is what we're going to see from him for the rest of his S1 stay. Hopefully not for you, Troy, seeing he's been in chats with you guys, I believe. Potentially. Can't slide us any information to the table while no one's listening. Shh, guys, don't tell him you're here.
So Lucky takes to the front.
I love that. Anyway, so Lucky there at the front of the field.
Brocky 1.4 behind. He's catching pretty quick.
Yeah, Brocky. Yeah, he's on his own race now. I think he's 10.5 seconds clear of Morgan Davey and just went purple through the first sector. All right, we know you're good. You can calm down now. Bit of a battle here, though. Nux is a bit of the cork in the bottle here, so Ricky Bobby is going to go streaming past. Diego's going to try it as well. Nux is like, no, thank you. You want to go around, you do it the hard way. Holds them out wide. They can't get through. So they're actually bleeding time to Davey here at the moment. He's just going to streak away. And Diego gets a penalty in the background as well, which is going to drop him off the back of Ricky Bobby.
0.4. Tell you what, Knuckles would have been hoping for a better race than this tonight.
He's been a bit of a nuisance at the moment, though, because he's backing these guys up to Karen. Oh, Morgan Davey. He pulled over too. He must have got a penalty as well, because he pulled right over. Ricky Bobby on the outside of the... Oh, what a move!
We'll go back and catch that, because I just skipped off it.
Grabbed him on the outside on the run into a Scari, just streamed across the front without touching the nose cone on the red Ferrari of Lucky's Lawn Care Racing.
Gets him down the straight though. He comes in the front on the first corner.
Nux has played himself back in a bit here, I think. He's going to go round again, so he's running really, really long. So is Lucky, actually, who's still quietly in second position there, tucked in behind the cyborg. So, Lucky's Lawn Care Racing, they're running a very alternate strategy at the moment. They haven't stopped yet, either of them. Lap speed's starting to suffer, though. I've seen a 49 and a 50 out of these guys now, so they're falling off the cliff when it comes to grip.
That's really hurting. Diego and Speedy down in
Diego. Diego's had something wrong there. He's had an issue because he was on the back of Nux with Ricky Bobby a lap ago, and now Karen's got past him, and Speedy Tyres is threatening to pass as well. So he's had an issue there somewhere. He might have fallen off the road or grabbed a penalty or something along those lines. As he grabs another one, he keeps cutting that turn there, doesn't he? I think that's the third time I've seen him grab one there so far.
And they really hurt the penalties because he did such a tight
This one's going to hurt a lot because look at the guys behind him. Speedy Tyres, DJ Brain, Mountain Goat, Artie Thump, they're all there. Black Project's there as well. So when he pulls over in a second,
DJ
here it is now.
Mountain Goat gets him.
Yep.
Definitely not going to be
It's
happy.
a 10th. He's going to have to just calm himself down now and just get into a bit of a rhythm, because it's really easy now to fall down a couple of spots when you know you're fast and you end up somewhere like 10th to overdrive the car and make another mistake later on, which is just going to hurt him even more. Lucky's in. Right, I'm going to watch this one and see what the fuel strategy's like. So tyres are on, in goes the fuel.
See where Morgan
We're starting to see Nux in as well.
Morgan already gets him.
Any second now.
Ricky Bobby
Yeah, Nux
gets
is in too. Nux has more fuel on board too. Go figure.
Karen in 4th. What's going on here?
That can't be right. Okay, so Lucky comes out with just over 3/4 of a tank on board. Watch that blend line, Lucky. Don't cross it.
So Lucky
Felix tries to go around the outside. Not quite. No, not going to happen.
Lucky comes back out in 11th. So that's how tight the
Nux
field
comes
is
out
still
14th.
after 30 minutes. Or 20 minutes.
Oh, Lucky and VLX, the side by side.
I don't think
This is going to be a big run.
I don't think VLX will give up too much of a fight.
Into Rogier.
Although he
VLX
takes
down the
the
inside.
position.
Gets it done.
Scotty G. Not the race he was hoping for, but he's made up one spot in 13, which is Knuckles.
He's going to go back up through the field here. What's Karen doing? How is Karen in 4th? I don't understand how that's happened. It's great to see him up there, but I just don't understand how it's happened. That doesn't make any sense.
What's his fuel and tyres like? Is he on par with the rest?
Yeah, he's the same as Speedy and DJ Brain, and well, Mountain Goat's not long stopped, obviously, so that's where one of the positions is going. Well, Mountain Goat slipped through the pits without us noticing, because he's on over half a tank now and fairly fresh rubber still, so he's just pitted. Karen's in 4th on merit there, I think. A couple of guys obviously further up the field have fallen off the road at some point. They're out the race and got penalties and fell their way back, but credit where credit's due. He's popped his nose up there, and he's it's actually pretty good for Deeds Racing at the moment, because Davey's in 2nd.
Although he's
As they're going to run into turn 1.
got Speedy right on
Speedy tyres. DJ Brain's going to try the outside. They're 3 wide. Oh no! Mountain Goat's run out of road as well. He's turned DJ. Oh, Karen's got boxed up as well. He's just lost a ton of spots. Oh, that's gone bad. That's gone really bad.
That's 100%
Oh, no.
commentator's curse, Lucas.
Tell you what, I want to have another look at that, but I'll be looking at the Mountain Goat there. He came in there really hot.
Yeah, we just missed Mountain Goat. It definitely was touched
Oh,
by Mountain Goat.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Karen is now 9th and in the soup with Black Project. They're back there at the back end of the top 10. He would be fuming under that helmet.
Mountain Goat up in 5th.
But
oh, there we go. Wide
Diogo's off! Diogo's just gone again! Oh! Come on, boys. Into there, he's gone again! Where's Karen in the fence! Oh, that's unlucky!
Karen's
Oh
dropping
no! He just copped another hit! Oh!
So he's
I tell you what, Black
sand.
Project's gone to 8th.
Just hit the sand, goes wide out of the Lesmo. Bang. Into
And come
Karen.
across and just splattered Karen against the fence. He's now 11th. He's gone from 4th to 11th in the space of a lap.
So,
He's going to need a Shane Van Gisbergen and a little wipe to wipe his windshield from the amount of steam coming out of his ears, I reckon. He won't be able to see where he's going. That's just not gone well at all. I reckon old mate Morgan Davies probably pulled the earplug out too, because he'd be hearing him, I reckon. Those guys tend to have a bit of a team chat up throughout the race, so he's probably just popped his hearing out through the side now, going, I don't want to listen to that anymore. Artie Thump, though, is up to 6th, looking for 5th now, so he's just benefited out of that massively.
he's trying to get
On a run
Mountain
down, yeah, on the inside of Mountain Goat, he's going to get it done. He squeezes Mountain Goat wide there. That's how you do it. You run a little bit extra deep on the inside there, make sure the outside line has to go even slower, because it kills their exit.
Ricky Bobby's still sitting in 3rd. That's still a great race from him. We're just about to hit the halfway point.
Oh wow, it's only halfway.
That's it.
Just going to quickly check on Brocky. He's 12 seconds clear, nice. Good to see you, Brocky.
12 and a half.
Morgan Davey, though, is having a good race. Currently 2nd. Decent gap back to Ricky Bobby now, 2.5 seconds.
I feel
Ricky Bobby's 4 seconds clear.
Ricky Bobby could have something in the bag for the end of the race. I feel. Speedy tyres.
He's got a little...
He's just falling off the front 3.
Yeah, DJ Brain, Black Project, these guys are all on the fuel light now, except for Lucky. Okay, so Lucky's 10th. He's about to grab all of these guys. He just went his fastest up of the race with a 47.9 as well.
And you've got Karen right behind
he'd be. Oh, and Scotty G's giving him a bit of a rough up too now. Cyborg's in. I don't think we even need to bother.
Send him into the fence. Is that it done already? So Lucky's going to take a few spots here.
Yeah, Lucky's going to grab most of these guys, I think.
So far, Brocky, Ricky, Bobby are in.
Carrying to the indicator on. He's trying to tell Scotty he's going to the pits. Don't run me off, he says. Please don't run me off. Scotty goes with him. So Lucky gone to 4th position on the road at the moment, and Davey in front of him still to pit. Mountain Goat is out of sequence, but he's in 3rd. He's got just under half a tank of fuel and, you know, about averagely worn tyres for this time of the race. Lucky's jumped Ricky Bobby.
In a decent gap too, back to Ricky Bobby, 6 seconds.
Yeah. He's in a pretty good spot here, Lucky. Potentially 3rd at the moment. Taking into account Morgan Davey has to pit, and Mountain Goat's out of sequence, so he's going to be pitting at a weird sort of time at the end of the race. He's probably going to have to... Mountain Goat's either got 2 stops left in him, or he's going to have to pit and run really long at the end and be limping the car home. So, question mark over what happens with him at the end of the race.
So Lucky went the long stint on the first one.
He did.
So
him and they went to lap 11, I think, on fuel. Yeah, they did, lap 11.
So I think they got the advantage to come to the later part of the track, the race, probably just to pit when they can see the others pitting.
Just quietly too, Nux has returned himself up through the field. He's now 7th, where he's jumped all these guys in that battle pack that end up with big problems. So you got Karen, Scotty G, Black Project, Diego. These guys have all drifted down the field. DJ Brain is starting to slide backwards a little bit too. And Nux has just jumped them all with that long stint.
Morgan's in. Let's see where Morgan comes out. The Mountain Goat's just coming up the straight.
He'll go past because he's out of sync. I'm interested with Ricky Bobby's the one I'm worried about, because these guys are fairly close together, a couple seconds apart. Lucky goes past.
Ricky Bobby gets him. Oh no, he doesn't.
Here he comes, Ricky Bobby now. Here he comes.
I think
Morgan's at the inside, but again, you know, that slow exit out of turn 1. Ricky Bobby's closing quickly, but he's going to have to start slowing up for turn 1. Morgan's just going to cover nicely. He's got to keep the car straight on exit. Don't overcommit. Nicely done.
probably no.
So it's
no
just
time
it's
made there.
inside a second. Inside a second. He's actually lost time to Ricky Bobby because he was a good 3 seconds down the road from him before the pit stops. But again, no, he did run long. He's got more fuel in the car now as well. That car's on 3/4 of a tank, whereas Ricky Bobby's a little bit over half.
It seems as though Speedy's...
Oh, Ricky Bobby. Huge penalty, 1 second. That's going to kill his chance of getting on the back of Morgan Davey. He'll be just livid with that.
Let's hope he burns it before the bridge, because this is the new second penalty zone. Must be burned before the bridge.
Here it comes. Here it comes. There it is. There's the burn. He's chucked the anchor out. And he's going to try and get across. That's going to... See, 1 second penalty. There was 0.9 of a second, the actual penalty on the screen. And it actually cost him just over a second in burn time. Yeah.
Speedy's still holding on to 6th. It's not a bad recovery for Speedy.
Oh, it's at the background there. Artie Thump, massively wide. They're out of...
See if we can grab it.
He's got away with it though. I thought he would have got a penalty for that. That was a wide exit there of Ascari.
Yeah, you get
Enough to kick up the dust anyway.
4 wheels past that line, normally you grab one.
He's got away with it. Might have looked worse than it did for me because I saw the dust kick up in the sunlight.
DJ still holding on to 9th, although he has got Diego right behind him. Black Project down in 11th. Just outside
He'll be
the
pretty
top
happy
10.
there, I think. Pretty good battle pack just up the road from him too. He's only 2 seconds off the back of Diego, DJ Brain, Artie Thump, Nux is there as well. So he's there or thereabouts. Poor old Karen, he's 13th and got Felix for company right back there at the back of the grid. 5 seconds off the back of Scotty G. Yeah, he'd be saying all the swear words in that car right now.
Now, the first half of the season, you would not think VLX could possibly be running the back of the pack. He's super quick, but it just goes to show they're hard to drive, these things.
This is one of those. The last couple of circuits of the season too are the ones that when you make a mistake, you make a really, really big mistake too. So if you have issues, you go wide. You've seen it a couple of times already tonight where a guy's gone a little bit wide, got its size on the grass, and it's all over in the blink of an eye.
Brocky goes around for another lap. Lap 17, going to be a lap 18.
Little handy battle here. Positions 8 and 9, so DJ Brain versus Diego. DJ Brain does a good job there to run on the run into Ascari and zip past. Diego there's tucked in behind though. These guys are both running their quickest laps now, 47s. Diego down the inside in the Parabolica. Gets it done. DJ's going to try the crisscross though. Here it comes on the inside on the exit. They're side by side again. Great move there from DJ. Going to be running side by side down the front straight. So it's a straight up drag race now into turn 1.
Just quickly on points watch, if Morgan finishes second and VLX stays where he is at 14th, Morgan will grab third in the championship as well.
Wow.
As easy as that.
So these guys are battling out now 8th, 9th. It's bringing Artie Thump in 10th up to him. Black Project's right behind him in 11th. So these guys are all still in this. He's just run his fastest lap of the race too with a 47.9. Scotty G not far behind, he's done a 47.5. And Karen and Verlex are having their own little battle there at the back of the field now.
Sorry, Diego just messes up that corner a little bit.
Cyborg, his fastest lap of the race so far is a 46.8. He's just gone purple through sector 2. So he's about to go quicker.
Just a little bit of flex with 18 minutes to go.
Just a little bit of soul crushing for them.
Just coming to the Parabolica, get that right. You can definitely make up some time in this corner too in the Ferrari. It's nice and tight and keeping the throttle rolling on. You'll gain a pretty good advantage out of the exit there. Takes point 2 off, 46.6.
Mountain Goat's in, out of P2. So this is that odd one. 17 minutes to go. Can a car get home on 17 minutes?
I think it would be...
If he fills it up, can he get it home?
He should do.
Come on, Ferrari man, you should know this.
I don't practice fuel. I'd say
he's rolling the dice. What's he got? He's just shy of a full tank, so he's rolling the dice, I think, for the end of the race. Interesting to see. He's going to come out behind this battle, though, so he's behind Black Project and Artie Thump in 11th. Gets in front of Scotty G, so not exactly where you want to come out if you're trying to get home on one tank of fuel, because those guys in front are battling ferociously for position.
You don't want to be coming out with with a full tank of fuel trying to push the car either, because you're just going to use it up.
Tunux is now 6th at the moment, and he's just about to hit the fuel light, so he'll be going in shortly to go to the end, I think. And Lucky, who's having a great race here in second position at the moment. Been very quiet this season, Lucky.
He's still nearly 4 seconds in front of Davies.
Yeah, who was very sideways there out of Delesmo.
So I just did a bit of quick maths on the goat who's just came in, is it?
Yep.
He will be extremely rough at the end, but you could possibly make it on that tank or something.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah, I believe
so now we can point at Jimmy and say he said he could make it if he runs out of fuel. So we're clear now, Troy. We're fine. It's Jimmy's fault if he doesn't make it.
I believe the 15-minute mark is pretty much...
Bang on.
You need to be fuel saving pretty hard to beat that.
Well, Lucky's just gone around again. About to hit the fuel light. We've just crossed 15 minutes now. So I'd say him and Nux will be on this last long stint to try and get home. To Nux, he's currently 6th position. He's just hit the fuel light as well on the run into turn 1.
Yep, Get about a lap and a half out of it. The fuel line.
Oh, boys. Oh, Artie Thump for Black Project had a bit of a conversation with the turn one. It's brought Mountain Goat into the battle with him now. When you see your own car there in a bit of a battle, you always tense up a little bit.
I think Black Project's outdone himself tonight to be still in the top 10.
Yeah, we'd be very stoked with the top 10. That's what we said before the race. When he, because he actually asked me, he goes, "Do you want me to race in Group A?" When he got the call up.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, of course I do.
Well, glad
And
glad
yeah,
it didn't go all the way back
top
down
10.
to me because I've done about 3 laps so far.
Well, Black Project's probably 3rd or 4th in line for Group B. I think he was. I think he was 3rd in line, and a couple of guys above him declined the invitation to come to Group A. So, yeah, he's doing a great job. 10th position so far, fighting against the guys that are, Mountain Goat, someone that's usually up the pointy end, so on a different strategy. Good to see him up there and having a bit of a crack. So if we finish in the top 10, we'll be stoked.
I'd be stoked to finish in the top 10 too of Group A because not one of them is slow.
I'd be stoked to finish the top 10 in Group B.
Well, that's the way
Alright, so I expect Knuckles in because Lucky's in. So I expect Knuckles to get out of the way of these guys. Justice Diego and DJ Brain catch him, so they go flying past. Currently 5th and 6th position on the track now.
Almost exactly the same fuel.
Oh, look at this battle again. Black Project, Artie Thump, Mountain Goat. Black Project jumps Artie Thump. Mountain Goat's going to try and squeeze through as well. He's going to run right up the back of Black Project into turn 1. Artie Thump down the inside. He's going to get stuck on the outside now for the exit. And Mountain Goat makes it move down the inside. Scotty G's in this as well now. Mountain Goat now, Black Project now 7th, with Mountain Goat pushing him round right on that back bumper there. Almost time to let him go, I think. Just let him go down the inside. Artie Thump has another look. Scotty G with the dive on the inside. Oh, it doesn't quite make it work. Got out of it just in the last second.
See in the background.
Mountain Goat is getting frustrated now. This is going to test the kid. He's got way more car than these guys around him, and they're slowing him up. This is a test of patience here and resolve. Can you stay in it and not make a silly mistake that's going to ruin your race? He knows he's faster. He knows he's way faster. But he can't afford to put it in the fence. Here it is to the inside. They run to a scurry.
He'll be hampering his field numbers as well.
Exactly. Brocky's in again. That'll get him home, whatever he does now. Not that it matters because he's got a mountain of space between him and everyone around him.
See where Davies is. Davies just come around the parabolic onto the straight. Brocky should have a mean lead on this, but obviously Morgan has some fuel.
Morgan's out the sequence to him as well, yeah.
Brocky still
He's yet to pit again too, though. That's it. That's done and dusted. Everybody else is in. So Ricky Bobby's in. Speedy Tyres is in. Diego's in. Black Project's in. DJ Brain's in. Artie Thump's in. They're all about the same on fuel. Diego's a little lower than everybody else, but don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Now it's just how much balls these guys have with how lean they run the car to the end. Right, looks like Diego's going to come out first. Position 7. Nux is coming down the straight. Can he grab him? Nux is going to get DJ Brain, I think he does. Goes to 8th.
Doesn't have enough to get Diego. That's put Diego in a good spot. He's been battling to get up the front this race.
These guys here coming out of the pits and not being able to stop for turn 1 because of cold tyres. Karen and Velix are still having a bit of a ring-ding-dinger at the back of the field too. They're still going at it, these two. So that's one thing Karen can take out of this race. He went toe-to-toe with VLX.
I reckon Morgan would probably want to come in this lap because everyone around him will be on fresh boots and they won't have very much fuel in the car either, so they'll be really quick.
Morgan's on the fuel light. He just went the fastest through sector 2. He was purple through 2, but he's slower for his overall lap time. So that was a mean second sector for him. He might have caught the back end of Brocky's toe, maybe.
So Mountain Goat could potentially grab Davies here.
Yeah, well, Mountain Goat, as we know, he's line balled run to the end. He's 4 seconds down the road from Lucky, who has a smidgen more fuel than him, but has better rubber. And then you got the likes of Ricky Bobby, who's way over field. in position 5.
Let's see where
And
Mountain
Speedy
Goat
Ties. So
comes out.
Ricky Bobby's going to grab all these guys if they run out of fuel.
I've been there.
He's got 3/4 of a tank still. Everyone else is there or thereabouts half a tank, and he's got 2/3 of a tank in that car. So it's very heavy. Morgan Davey out of the pits now, like a rocket ship into 3rd position. So the goat gets past. Don't cross that blend line. Stay on the inside of the blend line. Very well done there.
Goat gets past with ease. There's 3 seconds in that. Nearly 4.
He's covered Lucky off though, so that's step 1. Freshest car on the track now, Morgan Davey. He's just going to go after the Mountain Goat. Watch that gap come down, I reckon.
Yeah, it'll
Because
come down.
Mountain Goat's going to be limping towards the end. He's probably going to be okay for fuel with those tyres. They're going to be really tired by the end of the race. He's already losing lap time. He's 0.3 of a second off his fastest lap just through the first sector.
Ricky Bobby's got speedy tyres breathing down his neck.
Speedy's got a slightly lighter car, or a lot lighter car. He's probably got 2 or 3 or 4 litres less fuel in his car than Ricky Bobby. Probably laps less fuel. So Ricky Bobby's playing that role in the dice. If these guys start fuel saving, he's going to be able to go flat out the whole way home. So he might catch up to the likes of Lucky and Morgan and Goat. Goat especially is going to have the big question mark on him at the moment at the end of the race, because he'll be grip limited and fuel limited towards the end. So that car's going to be like a slug. Cyborg casually 17.1 seconds clear of the field of Group A, of the best people we can throw at him.
In a Ferrari around Monza.
Yeah. At this rate here, he's got a big enough gap. He might end up with a parade lap all to himself yet. We haven't seen the leader only get a parade lap since I think it was Terry in the last season of Through House Supercars, where he famously did donuts at the end of the race on the front straight before he crossed the line.
I reckon we might see it tonight.
Lucky and Morgan are having a bit of a conversation here on the run to turn 1. Lucky's going to have a look down the inside. This is bold. I like it. Your car might be fresher, but I'm still got the inside line. Oh, Morgan runs really deep into 1. Oh, that was a huge dive into 1 there. Holds Lucky on the outside and takes the position back. This is a good battle.
Good to see
Lucky's tucked into the inside again. They're going again, look. Side by side. Morgan's revving the nut off his car. He's just banged the limit of 2 gears in a row. As Lucky's going to be pinched up on the outside here at Roger, yeah, so Morgan's probably going to snatch this lead again. But look at the 2 in the background. Look at Ricky Bobby and Speedy Tyres. They're catching up to these 2 as they're slowing each other up. Morgan Davey very slow again on the run into Lesmo. He's on the inside line. He's going to slow them all up. He's blocked Lucky on the inside again. Ricky Bobby's there. He's on top of him. 0.3 of a second. Speedy Tyres sitting there rubbing his hands together.
This is going to hurt Lucky's exit.
Yeah. They're all bunched up. Look at Ricky Bobby. Look at Speedy Tyres as well. They're both in this now. 2 wide run on the inside here. Into Ascari. Ricky Bobby taps the brakes early just to get out of this, because these guys are rubbing panels. He's right on the back bumper of Lucky on the run through. Speedy Tyres is pushing him on the back bumper as well now. There's 4 all over it. Let's give him Mountain Goat a huge free kick now. He can lift off a little bit here and just coast a bit. Save the fuel, save the tyres. These guys are working for it at the moment. Ricky Bobby, oh really, David inside there. Tries to break the slipstream. Lucky's going to go around the outside of Parabolica. Just going to tuck Ricky Bobby to the inside now. No, he goes to the outside with Lucky. He's trying to push the right other car. It's like Nascar. Who are you going to push? He's going to give Lucky the boost.
Ricky's going to get the biggest advantage out of all this, I reckon.
He does. He's got all the fuel in the world for this too. He can race these guys all the way home.
Oh.
As Lucky crosses the inside, Morgan Davies going to go 3 wide. They try it again. Lucky covers off the inside. He goes deep into 1. Ricky Bobby sits on the inside of Morgan Davey. Gets a little bit of a boost from Speedy Tyres there, but Morgan holds on. That's given Lucky a bit of a space. Hope you guys are signed up for a race, because this is what you're going to get. These guys are going to run all the way home like this. A little bit further back, we've got Diego there with a gap. Knuckles is in 8th. DJ Brain, Artie Thump 10th. Scotty G 11th. Black Projects in 12th. VLX in 13th with Karen there in 14th. What's the gap between Mountain Goat and Lucky now? 4.1 seconds in closing. So he's starting to slow the car up. He's did a 48.5 against a 47.5 there for Lucky. So these guys are actually, even though they're battling, they're still catching Mountain Goat.
Well, he needs to if he wants to try and make it to the end. think he's probably starting to see his fuel figures now, thinking to himself, maybe I should slow up. 4 minutes
I'm
to
looking
run.
at
You're looking at around. He's going to see that extra lap too by the look of it.
Morgan Davies done a good fuel save at the start of this stint as well. Obviously, he pitted a little bit later than the other guys,
He's got back around
but he's
Lucky.
looking pretty
Lucky's
decent
had
for
a
fuel. Actually, Davies done a good save here so far because he's actually got himself on par with Ricky Bobby now for fuel. So Lucky's the odd one out now in this train, and the GOAT. About the same amount of fuel as Lucky, but his tyres are really starting to hurt. That thing would be screaming at him on the braking zones now. He's a second slower on that lap again. He did 48.4.
Lucky got a good exit
Morgan.
out of there.
Three wide again. Ricky Bobby down the inside. Look at this. Down the inside. Can he pull it up?
Morgan's going to drop 2 spots here.
Speedy tyres on the outside as well. Looks to get into it as well. Lucky's going to hold Ricky Bobby out wide here in the second half of the first turn. He gets a bit of a touch. Lucky there. Very polite there. Gets out of that, I think, because he just touched him. Lifted slightly, let him get across. But again, though, look at him. Nose to tail. 4 cars. You can't split them.
Few of the best drivers.
See, look at this
in the
cyborg.
GT
Look what you'd be
sport,
racing if you decided to actually race these guys instead of being 19 seconds down the road in Group A. You psycho.
You're missing out on all the fun.
Oh, it's on again! Morgan Davey and Lucky side by side through Rogier. These guys are nuts.
Ricky
You've got to be
Bobby's
careful not to
walk
grab
away
it.
with this.
Oh, they're side by side!
He's not.
Davey's gone! He's
gone.
lost it! Oh, that was a big... Oh, that was a touch. That's a question. Oh, look out for Diego! Oh! Watch the rejoin, watch the rejoin! Oh! Come on. D's Racing, they've not had a good run here, have they? Oh, dear.
Just
So now they'll
touches the
both be
grass.
swearing. Yeah, that's all it takes. Oh, wow.
He's back down to 11th.
Yep. He's
Hey,
back
Bobby,
down
he's
at
got a
Black Project
penalty.
VLX. Oh, no.
1 second, it's going to hurt.
1 second, that's massive. He's going to have to pull it up here. Here it is.
He's gonna
So it's
lose
going to bring
this
Lucky
to,
and Speedy Tyres back into this. He's going to slow it. There it goes. Right, penalty's out of the way. Lucky goes through to third position
Let's
now.
go past.
The GOAT is getting away with a free kick here. He's just blown out to 6 seconds clear of these guys. He'll be loving life right now.
Put it on cruise control. Brocky's on it, so you may as well go for second.
Penny Leonard in the chat. Knuckles really is number 2. Well, I'll tell you what, he's got himself back up to 7th after that horrible bit at the start there. He was 9 seconds or something off the back of the field on the first lap, second lap I think it was. So he's got himself right back into this.
Speedy just tapping him on the rear. I think Speedy's gave him a little bit of a hand there.
Well, Speedy's car's the one with the least amount of fuel out of these guys, so he'd be the one with the biggest look at the old stopwatch. They're going to be okay.
He's going to be touch and go for another lap though.
Yeah, these guys might have to go around again. Oh, Speedy.
Oh, does Speedy get a penalty for that? That was cutting it quite tight.
Big sidestep there. I think he might have got away with it just. You normally get the penalty here at Lesmo if you get it.
Lucky's looking
Looks like he's going to
pretty
get
good
away
here.
with it.
Lucky's looking pretty good for a podium.
These guys have been racing hard. They've all used up their rubber. These cars are running out of things to fight with. They've actually equalised quite badly at the moment. Ricky Bobby's still got the fuel advantage, but as far as grip is concerned. But the big question mark's on the mountain goat. He's going to have to do another lap yet, and that car is limping home on canvas. He's lost a second to these guys.
Has he hit the fuel light yet?
Nah, I think he'll be fine for fuel. It's just grip. Grip's an issue.
I think this will be the last lap. I reckon he can hold off that 5 second gap. Just take it nice and easy.
He's basically just got to coast, I think. If he can coast around another lap, but there's that big issue there where he was in a situation earlier in the season too where he made a big mistake when he was very clear out on his own. These guys are going to battle on the 1-into-1 again. Look, side by side down the front straight. Speedy Tyres and Lucky. Ricky Bobby's there ready to pounce. He's going to try to go to the inside. Ricky Bobby, he does. Okay, they're going to try 3 wide again.
Oh, this could be bad.
Speedy Tyres is going to run out of room in between them. Lucky goes deep right across the front of them both. Speedy Tyres goes really deep as well. Runs Ricky Bobby. Oh, Speedy Tyres with a big slide. These guys are not going to die trying.
I'll jump back up with Brocky. Where are we up with Brocky? Brocky's out to a 21 second lead.
He's on the fuel light, but he doesn't care. He's just running at home. He's been in the consistent low 47s for most of the race. Whereas the GOAT's been in the high 48s. And these guys here have been fluctuating between 50s and 47s, depending on how much they're battling. So Lucky and Speedy Tyres are both in the light. Ricky Bobby's not. So he's got that last little bit of fuel left in the tank where he can really push, probably out of Ascari, and he can set himself up for a run into Parabola. If he can exit Parabolica well, he might be able to get a run onto the front straight. That's probably where he's going to have to wait for it, though.
Well, we're just seeing Brocky come through the Parabolica.
Karen's already finished.
Last time.
Great job. Great season.
He's going to take out his 5th championship.
Yep, Mr. 5 times. 05, Brocky wins it.
Well done. He's been the man
21
to beat
seconds
all
clear in the
season.
end.
Now this man coming
The
home in
kid.
second, he's
Great drive.
proved his way around the Group A field.
I think Lucky's going to hold on for 30, guys. Speedy Times is really wide. Ricky Bobby goes wide as well. They're not going to be able to hold on, though. Lucky's going to do it with that alternate strategy. Long run strategy for Lucky. He's going to get there in the end. On vapour.
Nux will get 6th.
Ricky Bobby, 5th position. Nux
Diego's
6th.
going with DJ Brain.
Oh, the run to the line. DJ Brain.
Scotty G.
Nice job. Morgan Davey gets 10th. Black Project 11th. Great job, mate. Artie Thump in 12th. VLX 13th, and Karen was 14th position in the end.
Well, it's awesome to see Brocky take home number 5, but
Teams Championship too.
Teams Championship
Question mark
too.
on Deej Racing. They've both just vomited up a lot of points in that race now after finishing towards the back of the field.
Well, if we go back to the combined points here for the teams, Lucky could hold on here because Lucky finished in a good spot and Nux wasn't too far up. Deeds, yeah, they're going to lose a lot of points to Morgan and Brent as they dwindle down to the back end of the field.
Also, penalty points pending. Ricky Bobby and Speedy Tyres could jump Morgan as well.
Wow.
This is correct.
Jeez, that's a full-on race.
So, congratulations to Brocky. That's he made that one look super easy. None of these blokes are slow in Group A, and he's just absolutely left them for dead tonight.
Absolutely. He's just shown the class that he is, though, hasn't he? Really.
Yeah.
Just gonna flick him a quick invite, see if he wants to come in and say a quick hello to us all after wrapping up the championship.
He's definitely a party. I'm looking at the screen too often. He's definitely a contender for every season because he's there every
Here he
day.
is. Congratulations, mate. 5-time champion. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
We just get you to slow down next round, eh?
Yeah, I don't know if you're listening, but we decided that from next season onwards you're going to have to carry all your trophies along with you in the car. So in the boot of the M6 you have to have 5 championship trophies, which are very heavy, just so you're aware.
I suppose it depends who's carrying them. I've got pretty good arms. No, it was good. Very good night. I think I locked up the championship after qualifying. I think from there was no way for it to be lost.
Pretty much. Lucky you got pole.
But no. No, but it was good. It was very good. I'm very happy with that drive. It all went to plan. I didn't expect to have that big of a gap at the end of it while still running those sort of lap times. But it just, I don't know what happened behind me. I'll watch the replay, but it all just fell into place for me anyway.
There was
They were fighting pretty tough for second through to 8th or 9th position throughout for most of the race. There was some very intense battles, so they did slow each other up quite a lot.
A lot of back and forth.
But we knew it was at lap 2 or something. I think you had already pulled out to 2.5 seconds. We're like, yeah, all right, that's over and done with.
Yeah.
Never really headed, mate. Unfortunately for the rest of the field, you just sort of showed them the class and shows why you're the 5-time champion, because you show up and do that week after week. And it's great to see.
Yeah, hopefully I can perform well in the BMW next season. I've not driven it yet. I've refused to drive any other car while we've been doing this season. because the Ferrari's such a different beast to get used to once you get used to something else.
Yeah, good point, because it's a different beast to drive, and then you jump
Yeah,
in another car and it's totally different to drive a normal car again.
I ran a few tests in the BMW for our BMW guys a few nights ago. Just literally did a handful of laps, and when I jumped back into the Ferrari the following day, I just couldn't get around the track without sliding everywhere, which just showed the difference. So you really have to stay in this car.
So your problem is. So just on this whole championship thing, I've just got provisionary points just slid across my desk. So championship position number 1, car 05, Dean Allen, Brocky 05 from Cornerstone Performance with 189 points. Hooks the championship by quite a substantial margin in the end. Potentially at the moment, so Knuckles P2 with 146, Felix GDR in P3, Ricky Bobby P4, Speedy Tyres P5, Morgan Davies slipped to P6 after that horrible spin towards into that race there. Combined Teams Championship, which I know a lot of people are listening for. Lucky's Lawn Care Racing have obviously taken the lead again now, with Deeds Racing really suffering in that race there with late race spins for both cars. So they look pretty solid now to wrap that up, I think, because Deeds have fired 3 bullets out of their gun already this round, with Muffin Man taking the win in BMW.
Yeah.
Cornerstone Performance is currently 3rd position. Do you guys have any cars left? Flat sticks left for Group B. You might wrap up 2nd position if you can catch Deeds. You're actually 481 versus 476. That's not a lot of a points gap there between your two teams as well.
5 points.
How about the Ferrari Teams Champ?
Ferrari Teams Championship, Cornerstone Performance, 10 points clear of Force Performance. They've both fired both their bullets out of the gun too for Ferrari, so you guys are going to wrap that up, I think. Lucky's Lawn Care are 3rd, Deeds Racing is 4th. They're all teams have already raced both their cars as well, so you guys are going to wrap that up pretty comfortably, I think.
Excellent. It was a very good round for the boys. I'm proud of Speedy being up there the 5th as well in the championship.
Speedy had a few incidents tonight. Bit of a tangle
he was
here
in
and
amongst
there.
it. Some penalties here and there as well, but he come home pretty strong at the end of the race. Big shout out there to Scotty G as well for again another season where he just stuck in Group A for the whole season and quietly went about his business, finishing thereabouts around the top 10 as he does. Where did he finish tonight? Scotty G finished 9th position tonight, so inside the top 10 again. So great job for points there for Cornerstone. Quick little shout out there to Black Project RX7, the step up from Group B to finish 11th. Was awesome to see. Great job, mate.
I got a shout out to Lucky in qualifying. Amazing.
Yeah, I know. What a lap, isn't it?
Had not seen any pace like that. The only people I really saw that pace from didn't manage to get to it in quali, and he just blitzed it right at the end.
Yep.
We knew Diego
that was a great lap
quick.
too. Yep. He got rattled early, didn't he, Diego? He had a rough start of the race. He got washed out on the outside in that first couple corners and just got pushed out of the train and ended up sitting out on the outside. The train just streamed past him and he got shuffled out wide, and then he got flustered and got a bit caught up in a bit of a battle there and ended up going off. And
we've seen the same thing
question
with
mark over
Brent too.
Yeah, exactly. My question for the race is Knuckles too, because he was way off the back of the field after the first couple of laps, and he's actually recovered himself to position number 6, which is a phenomenal drive under the radar there, where nobody sort of noticed he did it, but he's jumped all those guys that were battling in the mid-pack by running that long, because I don't know if you noticed, Cyborg, but Lucky and Dio and Nux ran really, really long. I think they pitted lap 11
They would have done
for their first stop.
I think
they ran real long.
They planned on running a 2-stop because based off whoever they would be racing on the track, they were going to make the call whether the 2-stop was going to allow them to jump people, and obviously it did. It worked out well.
I think a lot of people in that race probably planned on having better outcomes, but you still seen the likes of Ricky Bobby up into 4th or 5th or wherever he finished, and had Diego finishing a lot higher than we saw him in the start of the race. But Brent definitely went from 4th position back down to 11th, and we don't even know how he got to 4th, but he was back down to 11th as soon as we mentioned it. Feel bad for that.
He was quietly into 4th position on merit too. He was there. He was right up there. He was in the fuel use with everybody else. And then he got into a battle and got tagged and got turned. And then he got backwards down the field. And then he made another mistake and ended up last. And then, a couple laps later, Mr. Davey, same sort of thing, got in a bit of a battle and just ran out of road and turned the car around. And he ended up 10th. So they went from being the heroes of the race to not so much towards the end.
Yeah, there was a quite substantial fuel burn from a few people throughout the race. I was questioning where my position would be once I took my first stop, because I thought I was still going to be really close. I got lucky to come out after the first stop in some clean air. But then when everyone else started pinning, I think Morgan had a bit of a strange strategy for the running long, as I think he may have still 3-stopped. But he ran long in his stints, which he used a hell of a lot of fuel to get to it as well, which was a big loss in the pits at this track, unfortunately.
That'll be one of the interesting things when we go to BMW next season too. Is obviously the difference in the fuel burn too between the cars. So the guys are going to have to get their heads around another car and the way it runs through its fuel and tyres. I know the guys tonight were actually using the tyres up quite quickly too. Once they started battling, the tyres would go off really quickly. I know Mountain got in second. When there was a couple of laps to go, we were actually discussing him being in quite a lot of trouble to be caught by Lucky and Speedy and Ricky Bobby, but they decided to have a bit of a battle and just cook their cars throughout the end of the race. They probably would have run him down if they had stayed in a line and well, trying to get race drivers to be polite and stay in a line and race together as one is probably a bit too much to ask, but they sort of let Mountain go off the hook a bit because he actually ended up pulling away from him towards the end. I think he beat him 5 seconds down the road from him he was at the end of the race there, so it got as low as 3 seconds at one stage, and he was looking really, because his car was running very long in that last stint, and he was the first one to pit out of everybody to get the car home. We were questioning whether he was going to make it, and he only just did, but the tyres were just canvassed by the end of the race, so he was doing like high 48s, 49s, and he did a 50 at one stage.
Wow.
So he was limping the car home, whereas the guys behind him were in the 47s until they started bashing each other in the ears. But it was some great racing to watch. I hope you guys that were watching were all over it.
I think we should probably run through Driver of the Day. I don't think we've done that yet.
Absolutely, yeah. Looks like Womble's got a couple of votes for a race he wasn't in. Good to see. So, yeah, Driver of the Day, please, guys.
I reckon
Sushi.
Driver of the Day for me would have to be Lucky. That was a pretty good race to be up where it was.
Yeah,
I was going to say the same thing.
Lucky.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Lucky, he got himself up there on strategy, and then he fought for it and kept it at the end of the race. Kept his head too, because Ricky Bobby, as they come out of the pits, he had that fuel advantage on those two guys, and they eventually just nullified it because he got stuck behind him and couldn't really make a move. They were swapping spots. They're going 3 wide to turn 1, cyborg, these guys. And coming through turn 1 with no touching of bumpers or anything, like they were all giving each other space to do it, and then they'd go 3 wide round in towards the parabolica, and it was crazy stuff.
Well, we got 1 week left. Group B next weekend. Not even looking forward to it. We'll be switching around the community in the micro sector this week. We've got the community running this week, and we're going to be prolonging the micro sector to the week behind, just so we can talk about a bit of a rundown on the series and the championship.
I think our mate Ghost jumped in the box too. Is he still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, just reading all the debriefs and.
There's a bit of debriefing going on. I can see Deeds cans getting thrown over the fence at other teams at the moment because there are. Well, let me just tell you, they're not very impressed over there with Deeds racing.
I think the least we say on that,
yeah,
the
100%.
Interesting week for the stewards, I think, unfortunately.
Brocky, breaking news. I don't know if you've heard. You'll be racing in your own group next season.
okay.
So basically, we're setting time trials with yourself. Just letting you know. So
Can Borky participate?
yes, you and Borky can kumbaya together and drive off into the sunset.
Well, that's pretty good though. If you're the only one racing in your own championship next year, you're pretty much set up to go 6 times. It's worked out well for you. So.
I reckon we could chuck Mountain Goat and a couple of the others in there.
So, but yeah, good call tonight, boys. Well done.
Thanks very much, mate.
I just want to quickly touch on the M3 Teams Championship while we're here.
Do we have to?
Dadson Racing is on top on 267 points.
How does that happen?
And Ragged Edge Racing is on 267 points as well. So Mr. Bumcracky running out of fuel cost them a Teams Championship.
Oh, no.
Oh. Does anybody else have a car still running for these teams? Dadson Racing had 2 tonight. Ragged Edge had 2 tonight.
Yeah, I think Lucky's
Lucky's going to roll it.
got 1 next week.
Yeah,
Lucky
they've
and
got-
Deed, they both got 1 each.
Yeah.
So they're going to roll you guys, I think.
Are they going to roll me? That's
Blacklight's done and dusted for the season. So they're currently P5, but Death Kit Racing's still got Aaron to run next week as well. They might be able to run over us as well, so potentially 5th or 6th for us for the championship, which is pretty happy. I'm happy with that.
We also got a
Yeah.
couple of new faces starting next season.
Absolutely.
And
Who,
a couple
me?
Couple of
Oh, hang on.
couple of
No, I
Oh,
don't.
spicy.
No, I don't. My team, I can announce it right now. My team stays the way it is. The guys have all done really well this season, especially the BMW guys have had a very, very good season. The pair of them. The Ferrari boys have had a much improved back end of the season. They were a bit ordinary at the start, by their own admission. With Black Project with a bit of hardware upgrade sort of thing. I'd do a couple of rounds on the DS4, which he wasn't comfortable with, and then with a cobbled together rig setup. But now he's all set up, and you can see tonight as he's in Group A and just out of the top 10, but had a very, very good race. So I'm actually pretty confident going to next season. The guys will in the M6 and the M4. We should
I could pretty much
should stay there or
name
thereabouts.
my team now too. Seems you almost dwindled it out earlier there, Lucas.
I didn't do a thing, mate. I was just speculating. I didn't say a word.
That's not happening anyway, so I'm not going to dwindle it.
Oh. Lucky I had my microphone muted, eh?
not with Brocky in chat.
Can RMR take 4th in the M3 Teams Championship next week? RMR, can they take 4th? Where's
Probably
Red Mist?
not.
197. I don't think they can, mate. 197 to no, they can't make it because you're still 29 points off the back of Death Kit Racing in P6 at the moment, and they've still got a bullet in the gun as well.
Righto.
Lucky got driver of the day too.
Lucky.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He only got 2 votes, but because Womble didn't race, we'll give it to Lucky.
Racing cars like Legends, 2 cars in the
Well,
group.
he got 3 from us
That's right.
here anyway as well.
Just another quick one too on the Ferrari Next Level Racing Championship. Racing cars like Legends currently P5 in the championship. Have 2 bullets in the gun for Ferrari next week.
Yep.
And I believe they have 2 bullets in the gun for BMW as well. I don't think they raced a BMW car tonight.
No.
So the BMW team's second from the bottom of the championship, but overall their team is 12th overall, but they're tied with Death Kit Racing, so they might jump up a couple of spots overall. But they are a threat in Ferrari to go up a couple of spots with 2 very quick guys still to run. You've got D-Flow and Maverick to run.
I'm going to have to take both of them out and DB007.
Yeah, they might. Well, yeah, they're in a good position actually to make up a couple of spots here actually. So, team championship not quite wrapped up, but it's looking pretty close at the moment to being all over and done with as we run into Group B. But the middle of the field, there's still a lot of movement to happen. So the Group B guys, make sure you get your practice in this week and finish out for your teams, whether you're staying with them or moving on to somewhere else or whatever. Finish off strong.
Well, I'm going to be going hell for leather on the track this week because I haven't had one good race yet.
Yeah, not.
But anyway, let's wrap things up. Thank you to all the viewers for watching and commenting on and giving us some stuff to talk about. Thank you to all the sponsors, Next Level and Aussie. We will see you next weekend, Sunday night, 7 o'clock, same time, Australian Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time for Group B at Monza. My name is T. Roy Big Guns Brown, and signing off for Sector 1.
T-Roy.